Boom, monkeys. Welcome to the Crypto Boogie channel. Miguel, where's he at? No one knows. I might have him in the back of my car all tied up, taken hostage. Charlie, you're next.
Asset. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened, and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and that feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Boom, and we're live. What is going on, you guys? It is Dollar Cost Crypto here with Ask Me Anything 22 Crypto Boogie Edition. I am joined by the one, the myth, the legend, Kylo Trend, what's up?
Yes, sir. We're right fucking here, man.
At the eve of the Crypto Mindset Meetup 2023, man. Woo! The VIP day starts tomorrow. The main event starts Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for those degenerates enough to stay on a Monday.
Yeah.
We're going to have events for everybody, you guys. But I've got someone special in the room right now. I escaped the trunk. He couldn't keep me in the hole for long. I blasted my way out of there. What's up, Crypto Boogie?
Hey, man, somebody trained you well, bro. Somebody trained you well. Hey, glad to be here, dog.
Hey, thank you, man. Shit, dude, about time,
no
man.
problem, dog.
Yeah,
No
homie
problem.
right here, man. We did the first ever Spanish stream as well.
Yeah,
me and you.
Spanglish stream.
Spanglish stream.
That shit was all over the place, though, dude.
No, it was all over the place and stuff. But the first thing this was, you know, the pinche puto. First thing he told me, right when I saw him first. But yeah, dude, I've got a little something to say though. I was really shocked by the community today. I'm not one to gossip very much, but like I saw a video of Hexologist in bed with Hexplosive, and I'm just like, that's one of the most suspect things I've ever seen in my life. I send prayers and loves for like we can pray the love away, and Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo. Amen, dude. Hey, shout out to Hexologist, brother. But man,
Wow, man.
that was a lot, homie. That was a lot.
Dude, you got to show me that clip, bro.
Bro,
That's gotta
I'll
be
find
freaking
it, bro.
wild,
But
dude.
it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But it's just like then it's like he's talking normally in a hotel room. Then he pans over, and then my dude's in like in underwear and like in the bed. No, the guy was shirtless too. No,
Nah, you kidding me, bro. I don't believe you.
no.
dude.
Wait, I gotta
No
go to
freaking
Hex.
way.
I gotta go to Hexo's page now. This is
No
incredible.
way, bro.
Is he sockless too? That's the real.
I don't know. I might have to turn on.
He
the
might be in
text.
Silkies, bro. He was a Marine, bro.
Turn on the
Marines love
turn-
running Silkies.
Turn on the yeah. Thank you. Give me 1 second. I just got to turn on the old Bluetooth here. We good?
Yeah.
Cool. Now let me find this incredible tweet. This is Did he not tweet it out? Oh, he may have deleted it.
Yeah, shit like that. You want to take it off the
gonna
internet.
have to go to the
thing is,
Wayback
it stays
Machine.
on the internet forever, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
somebody has it. Somebody has to DM it to me on Twitter, man. Somebody has it. That was incredible. Did I like? I must have liked it. No way. Richie.
Brought a beautiful dick.
Okay, apparently not. Okay, so somebody will send it to me. We'll find it. But incredibly, man. What is up, Karn? What's up, Tweezy Bird? What's up, Art Man? Crypto Chronic. Crypto Keeper, what's going on, man? With $2 super chat. Bought a beautiful dip catcher on DCC's and Amazon. Hey, cool, man. Let's see. Looking for a live stream now. Black Label, I suspect. He's streaming DCC. Oh, that's funny.
Dude, I lit up that freaking dip, bro. Like
Bro.
no tomorrow.
Dude, how low did you get it?
I think I went down. Dude, I'd have to look at my freaking CoinMarketCap. I recorded it there. But, dude, I caught it freaking low.
Yeah, dude, it went down pretty low, man. Let me
And my homie kept trying to freaking convince me to stop buying so much, man. He kept believing I was going to keep going freaking south.
Yeah, I bought somewhere in the 30s and stuff, but here we can show the chart. Let's see. There we go. Oh, we're safe. I drank so much water on that waterfall. Oh my
Oh,
god.
goodness, dude.
Holy shit. Oh, and then we're
Dude, I filled up my P-Hex bags as well, man.
fuck, dude! I did a nice swap. Shout out to any of the guys. We swapped over some E-Hex for some P-Hex, and then hey, it's up to you if you guys want to swap back to get back, and then you
The
just keep the
ratio trading.
ratio trading. So I did okay with the ratio trading.
Yeah.
But I just mostly bought the dip mostly, and I did like 1 or 2 ratios, and then I just kept the change.
What was
That's
Charlie's experience like?
For him, he just bought some. But in terms of like ratio, I don't think he was ratio trading.
Roger
In
that.
terms of that and stuff. But me and Charlie have been so busy with the Crypto Mindset Meetup, which is literally this Saturday and Sunday and Monday. And so $400 tickets. You guys can still come through, be the degenerate gambler like us.
It's going to be off the chain.
Yeah,
dog.
if you can only make it for one day, make it for one day. It's dope, dude. We're going to be talking all day to everybody, man. You want to talk our ear off? We are here in your service.
You guys want to cover crypto? You want to talk to me about guns? I got you covered,
This
man.
man is the man when it comes to guns,
Yeah,
man.
man. I'm a gun nut.
Yo-
Big time gun nut.
Well,
I even tried hooking up Hex Monkey with some firearms, but California got some NAZY laws. NAZI laws, bro.
the chat's still going crazy. They're in bed together, just big chilling. Oh shit! The review stream, right? Yeah, I got you. Flip the whole ETH on. Yeah. So Danny boys, I flipped the whole ETH on PulseX at 4 zeros and a 1.9. Lowest it went around was 1.10. Dude, shout out to Danny boy. You're up right now on that ETH.
Yeah.
Right, man. Shout out to anyone who still believes, man. Hey, for anyone who wants to know how do you buy Hex still because of all the Uniswap bullshit. No, you let me tell you this right now. If Uniswap didn't do that, I think most people would still sort of be trying to laugh at us. I think the community, because I think I was one of the first people to really bring this up, which was that this attack isn't just an attack on Hex. And when I mean Hex and the whole entire Pulse chain ecosystem. If Hex goes down for this lawsuit, or it settles, right, and it's probably going to settle, but knowing what I know about Richard. Everyone's going to want him to settle, and knowing this dude, he's probably going to fucking fight it.
Yeah, he's going to probably fight
He's going to use this as a giant way to, like, talk shit.
Dude, I was listening to BitBoy. He had mentioned that doggone freaking Harvard owns majority of the fucking Uniswap tokens. You believe that shit?
I can believe it, too. Hayden Adams is in huge trouble and shit, too. This dude, Hayden Adams didn't invent nothing. Vitalik gave him the blueprints to build Uniswap, and then he was shocked that, like, oh, fuck, he actually built it. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. That dude looks like he lives on his knees, homie.
I mean, there's picture. I mean, you know, I had respect for this. Look, he still created something incredible. It's 0 to 1 moment, right?
If you look up the word "cuck" in dictionary, you find his face right next to it, bro.
I mean, there's pictures of him on the internet with a foxtail.
I
don't know if it's a butt plug. Furry. Bro. It was like the most weirdest picture ever, too, dude. Is like, I mean, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It was such a suspect. I don't have time to look at it on Twitter, but there's pictures of Hayden Adams with like a fur fox tail and all this weird ass shit, dude. That's wild. He might be a furry, bro.
That's wild.
Power bottom. But anyway, wild. Like, let's continue on shit since he's decided to attack one over the bow, even though we popularized his entire fucking SWAT decks and shit. Literally, we could have just Balancer instead. Balancer would be the main fucking decks right now, crypto. But instead, we like Uniswap. Okay, it's cool. And then he decides to pull this fuck shit.
That's crazy, dog.
Mexican straight up propped them up.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, dude. If they were amazed by the XRP community, bro, wait till they feel the Hex community, dog.
Right. Now, I may be talking out of my ass here a little bit, right? But I know it's a really bad state to launch. So basically what happened is that he got the blueprints from Vitalik. He decided to build it. He built it. He's like, holy crap, it actually works. He ended up making this corporation through, like, I think, not Michigan. It was like Mississippi. It was one of the states with an M, basically. It was like Mississippi or something like that. I think it was Michigan. He threw Michigan, and the laws aren't the best there for crypto. Yeah. And then he's like up his ass right now with like lawyer fees. Basically, like he's going to be paying the lawyers till like for the next decade to keep him out of jail and stuff like that with all the security crap that's going on. And let me tell you another reason why they want to make Hex a security. Right? It's because once it's security, then they can start going after streamers, and then from there they can start shutting it down. And then from there, once they've said that you control this, you control this, you control this, they can start telling these chains what to do. And the reason they want Ethereum as a security is because they can totally fuck Ethereum.
Can they really control streamers just for talking about Hex and not freaking getting paid to freaking endorse it?
I think people now. Okay, I am in no way a communist.
Yeah, of course.
Right. But we got to remember during the Red Scare in America, right? One of these, this has happened before where this is horrible shit during even World War II where we internment camps for Japanese. When some of the Japanese citizens in America were some of the most patriotic people in America, they wanted to fight for America, and they stole property from them and stuff. I remember back when we used to live in Monterey and stuff down there and stuff, a good portion of where if you look down there, what's called Pebble Beach, right? A lot of that was back in the day. It was kind of a trash heap, and they kind of started, and then the Japanese started building it up, and then actually making it something nice. They stole that land, and then that's where one of the most expensive golf courses in the world is. It's one of these where all the rich people live in my area and stuff. And all stolen Japanese land. They never got that land back.
Wow, and that's where they jacked it.
Yeah, and they even had these. There's like a famous bar in there, right? Deep in Pebble Beach. Maybe I'm talking too much shit right now, but like deep in Pebble Beach, where there's like no blacks allowed. Up until recently, the sign was still there.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
No blacks allowed, no Negroes allowed, or something like that.
Yeah,
bro.
When did they take it down again?
I think it's still up.
Damn, son.
I remember this. Like, was it? This had to have been like 2019, 2018. Last time I heard about it, was like a story about all this in Pebble Beach, man. I'm telling you, man, there was a lot of stuff going down.
Doesn't Pacific Grove still have their what's it called KKK fucking building still there?
Yes, and a Masonic lodge as
Yes.
well. So, like,
Wow, dude.
There's some fucking crazy
There's
shit
a
going
lot
on.
of shit
Because people
there.
don't know Monterey was actually the first state capital of California.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. First, it was original first. Then it moved to Sacramento.
It was fur trapping.
I have no
whaling,
idea why.
all that
And,
shit.
and then on top of that, like your boys are actually doing research out here in these streets, right? I listened. So I've listened to books about like some first the richest. Like there's tons of books on the first the richest black people in America, richest Native Americans in America. I've read a lot of stories about like the first rich people in America for every race. And the really interesting thing is that there was a half Latino, half black guy who ended up becoming. He ended up making an inn near not where Sacramento is, but like towards the ocean there.
Yeah.
He ended up becoming the mayor and eventually became the governor of California. He was the first like real governor of California. Became and basically owned all of Sacramento. And then as soon as when he died, they stole it from his kids and stuff. And then that's all Sacramento is basically all his land that got
Yeah, but the
stolen.
majority of the cities in California are named in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
yeah,
kind of like
so-
South
I mean,
Texas.
Monterrey is literally founded by De La Torre, Spanish.
right. Yep. Or is it Richard Hard masked?
Do they teach you guys in California history? In Texas, are required
no,
to
teach you the
no.
white history.
They teach you bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
They teach you bullshit, man. Like they don't know what history. All the history I know is because I've taught myself.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now I hated school growing up. Once I get past like elementary school, I hated school basically. But I would devour like within like 2 months. I would always read. I would just read like I loved my history books.
Yeah.
So I would just take the history book. By the time we're barely past like the first 2 chapters of the book, I'd already finished the entire history book and stuff like that. So I'd always been really I loved history even as a kid because to me it was just it was like these really cool stories and stuff like that. I mean in my head still like most of it's fanfic, but like because
man.
it's like the winner really writes history. It's not like it isn't like you actually have both sides accounts and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
believe it or not, I've hit up a couple of books on Washington, a couple of books on Jefferson, 2 or 3 books on Franklin, man. I was big checking out into the founding fathers and things they established for us. I guess the Second Amendment, bro, and guns in itself is what really drew me into history and made me kind of a libertarian, guess now, nationalist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not Republican.
Not
Yeah,
Republican.
do you vote?
Yeah, I vote.
Okay. Was it Hillary? Or like,
Yeah, right. Bro. Yeah, right. The first time Donald Trump ran, I thought he was going to be like a freaking career politician. So I voted
Really?
for. Yeah, I figured he was going to be a career politician because he knew all the insiders. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I voted for some other dude named Darrell Castle on the Constitution Party. Then the second time came around, yeah, I voted for him. I voted for Donald Trump.
got you. Yeah, but to go back to like the whole Hayden Adams thing and all the stuff that's going down there and stuff like what he basically just built his company wrong. Like I mean, it's tough. Like honestly, like that shouldn't have been like that shouldn't be a problem for him, right? Because it's true. Like, I mean, we don't have our corporation here set up in states. You can't.
Really?
Dude, it's bro. You like it's so messed up. Like this is what I was trying. This is why I'm so frustrated with America. Still, is like they didn't do this to the tech sector.
Oh.
They didn't. They allowed with all the Ponzi's and all the bullshit. The amount of people that I used to work for that made all their money during 2001, from 1996 to 2000 from tech. Like all these dudes that we worked for, me and Kyle and my
Yeah.
brothers and my dad and stuff, and I built my whole company around.
Yeah.
These dudes made not almost very few. It was like maybe like a tenth was from the housing boom. No, it was all from the tech boom.
Damn, son.
Straight up, and they were just they made the cashed out boom, it crashed, and then they just reinvested in stocks and then rode it up for the years.
And it's
That's where their
prob-
money's from.
Yeah, TradFi probably wants to get their dirty hands in it, so we can't have it.
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
basically why they're trying to do that, man.
I will say this so that now I don't know if I'll get in trouble for showing this video and stuff like that, but like there was a really really interesting video from PBD and what's called Joe Rogan where like he's talking about like BlackRock. Larry
Yeah,
Fink.
I saw that.
That Larry Fink legitimately. I mean, we've been talking. I've been talking. Me and Charlie have been talking this for a long time now. But like that Larry Fink, the seat. And this is one thing I had Buck because for anyone who knows, we will be next Thursday or Tuesday. We'll be having what's called Buck from Fiat there. They'll be talking about Fiat's launch on Pulse Chain.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, but sometime next week, I'll let you guys know. But we'll be having a lot of Pulse Chain guests as well as we'll be having. A couple of founders on as well.
Good.
And stuff like
That's
that.
gonna be
I mean, there's a lot of
outstanding.
people like it's over. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It ain't over, bro. This is gonna be a fight. But
And I was looking into that. Would you say it about freaking Patrick Bet-David and,
Yeah.
and freaking Larry Fink? From my understanding, man, and the new ETF that freaking they submitted, I heard that there's a clause in the ETF which states that they have the discretion of which network they want to use. So the theory in it is that they want to fork Bitcoin and make it proof of stake, and then put an aspect of a CBDC into it if they end up controlling majority of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's possible. It's possible. They could be using Starkware because there's this whole Starkware update stuff that's happened where like they're technically still using Bitcoin, but they just deposit it onto one block and that's it. Yeah. And
if BlackRock wanted to, man, they could just use 0.7% of their $900 trillion portfolio, bro, and just buy all the Bitcoin off the freaking market, dude. And then they'll control it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, but these guys are all they want to buy cheap. They don't want to pump bags and stuff. Because like a lot of people are like, crypto's gotten people so wrecked and this and this and this. Like, bro, like 0 times 0 is 0. Like I mean, like it's this whole thing where like most people can't save money. They just can't. Like,
it's difficult.
It's difficult, right? Like, watch it. So it used to be a couple years. This is so bad, right? By the way, like, so a couple years ago, right? I would say before COVID, right? Before COVID, most Americans didn't have. This is a famous thing. Most Americans don't have $500 in their bank account.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now they're saying most Americans don't have $400 in their bank.
Son.
$400 in their bank account. Like, I mean, this is the honey dicking that they're going to do to. I mean, basically, they're going to at some point they're going to cause a crash, and then they'll roll out, hey, stimmy checks. You want the stimmy check? Sign up to the app. Give me your retinal scan. Give me your thumbprint. Boom, 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 and then they'll fix the thermometer up your ass, and then you're in, and they give you fucking $500 or $1,500.
Yeah, man,
and
that's
then
how they control the
everybody's going to go, I want the airdrop.
Yep.
and they're going to sign into it and stuff, and then the people's like, no, I'm going to hold out 3 weeks. I'll wait 3 weeks for the physical check, and then what'll happen is, after a couple of checks, you have to be on the app now.
In order to have it.
In order to have it and
live
stuff.
off of it. Exactly, dude.
And all this stuff that's been happening with the central bank digital currency and stuff like that, and what's been happening with the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates by what they're going to increase them by, it's 525 basis points in a year and a half, but they're going to increase it 550 basis points at least. So next month, maybe by the end of this year, we'll have one more increase, and then I think we've topped out on rates. So we'll be at like 5.75, 6%, and then that's it. But they've now you've had a lot of Silicon Valley banks go down. You had a lot of stuff go down there. At some point, more banks will go down. But basically, I mean, it's kind of crazy and shit. I mean, look, you can't believe in all conspiracy theories and all like the Fed talk stuff's not conspiracy theory. Literally,
it's just launched.
I literally play what he plays on Fox or at CNBC or any of these places. So literally, what he's telling the media, I'm just decoding what he's saying.
Pretty much, man.
And people don't believe most other Fed governors are a little more they're a little more squirrely. Jerome's usually a pretty straight shooter, so when he says something, it's that's what it is, right? And Marcelo with the $5 super chat, la verga, way.
You need what?
You need what? But let's see, Tobares, if you want the next stimmy check, you better take this jabberoo. Whew, I hope not, man.
That's what they're going to try to push. CNN's trying to push that Android 19 again, man.
Yeah.
They're trying to push that shit.
That's not even what I heard. I've heard, this is off the street, so nothing to back this right here. From what I've heard, it's going to be the bird flu.
Yep.
The bird flu.
SARS.
Yeah. The SARS, whatever the hell they'll call it and stuff. But there's a bunch of stuff going down with like Anheuser. So when all that stuff happened with Anheuser-Busch, right? With all the, whatever you call it, the Bud Light stuff, right? Obviously, some people were shorting it, made a lot of money on that, right?
Yeah.
Then from there, these dudes got government contracts to start making antibacterial soap.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, like, just weird shit, dude. Just, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but like, I don't think it'd be really tough for them because now that they're starting to admit and they're being forced to admit that like people are having more heart attacks. On this stuff. I mean, at the very least, heart attacks.
But do you think, man, they'll be capable of pushing it to the same level they did last time?
No.
There's no way, bro. A lot of states would not permit that. I know Abbott in Texas wouldn't let that happen again.
You can't double dip on this. All right. You couldn't have the reason I knew it wasn't going to be a housing crisis. Now we are having a housing crisis, but it's not the same crash because we don't have the same level of of the real estate. We don't have the same amount of like normal. Like basically, what happens is during a housing boom, everyone gets to level up 1 or 2, 3 notches, depending if they really took advantage of it, they go up 3 levels because you can start off as a no guy and then boom, you're making 15, 20 million a year. Some guys like I'm making my first million. Some guys like making $500,000. Or like some guys que están like puro trabajadores sin papeles. They get themselves to the point where like I'm making $130,000 for the first time in my life.
Yeah, man.
That's what happens during these booms. That didn't happen. At most, only the smart guys got to level up once. That's it during this.
Yeah, I'm involved in real estate, man. I have felt the market slow down a little bit. I'm still making some sales, but I do feel the market slowing down big time.
What
bro.
type of real estate are you in?
Basically, what me and my father do, we buy a freaking couple of acreages, and then we subdivide it, and we sell the lots.
So do you,
Like
do, you add,
half-acre
do, you add,
lots.
do you add like sewage and electrical and stuff?
Yeah,
like
we add like septic tanks, we add electricity.
that?
Of
But leave
course-
it empty?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got
man.
it.
Ready to build on.
Ready to
Yeah.
build.
pretty
Okay.
much. And Texas price is pretty damn cheap, bro. I mean, in South Texas, you're talking about what, $42,000 for a half-acre lot, give or take.
Oh, okay.
So what's up with West Texas? Why is everyone? I've heard everyone says, "Oh, fuck that place."
I don't know what's going on in West Texas. Something going on over there?
No, they're just saying it's empty. It's just barren wasteland. No one
I
goes
know
in
that
there.
Dallas is getting really bad, bro. People are getting out of Dallas because it's just becoming too overcrowded, man. We're getting a lot of people. Not to say that people from New York
Austin,
and
too?
California are bad, but the thing is, it's becoming a little bit too overpopulated, and people are wanting to move out more into the freaking ranch type areas.
Yeah.
Austin's always been weird, bro,
Yeah.
and liberal. They've tried to secede from our state, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Whoa, wait.
Yeah,
What?
the city has tried to secede from our state.
And you just pull out the saws and shit.
Yeah. No, man. As soon as you cut the freaking.
Listen here, queers.
Dude, you will be I mean, it's a lot like California in some places in Austin, bro. You'll be walking over homeless people, bro. I'm sure you've seen that plenty in California.
Well, not where we lived.
In Monterrey,
no,
¿verdad?
no, there's not that many home. No, that's all. No. What they do, like, I'm shocked how flamed I got for this shit. I made this. I did a lot, because I make these grapes and then I make them into wine, right? On these clips and shorts, right? There's some like people take shit out of context, right? They don't
Yeah.
watch the full. They watch a clip and they're like, oh my god, this dude, and then they watch the video like, oh.
Yeah, they watch.
I've
the
had a
whole
couple
thing.
people apologize to me. Hey, I saw your clip. I fucking totally spurged out, and I watched the whole video, and I was like, "I'm sorry, dude."
Dude, but
My
it's
bad.
wild, man. A lot of these young people, they can't watch a full freaking 1 hour video,
Dude.
dog. Everything's just TikTok.
Kyle, talk
based,
to this
dog.
shit.
Bro,
Talk about this.
The amount of people at fucking school when I was going to high school on their phones all day. TikTok fucking blew the fuck up, and everyone just
And you were going to high school of what time? What time?
from 2016 to 2020.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so during those years, prime years. But straight up, as soon as I got out of 2020, every motherfucker was on their phone constantly.
Yeah.
Because, back in the day, right as around like freshman year, you'd have your phone to hear music, some shit like
Yeah,
that.
of course.
People would still pay attention. Now it became a fucking plague.
Now, let me ask you, Kylo Trent. What the frick, dog?
You have it?
Someone sent me a picture.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to do Hexo like that. I love Hexo.
So, are you Gen Z or are you Millennial? You're Gen Z, right?
Gen Z, sadly.
Yeah. So, in dating today, the way you guys do it is everything through text. Because in my time during Generation X, it was all through the phone, homie.
I thought it was
depends-
Dixie Cups and a string.
Yeah.
Honestly, I say depending on your game. To be honest, I feel like it really hits off on FaceTime. You go through your texts.
Wait,
go
so
through all that.
you're an Xer, right?
Yeah.
Xer, millennial, Zoomer.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay, cool.
I'm the last year of the Xers.
Yeah,
in some
yeah,
charts.
The
in some
middle years.
charts.
I mean, he's kind of
Yeah.
the older. He's kind of an older
Yeah.
Zoomer too.
Yeah, 02. So
Travis. sorry.
What about you, Travis?
I'm a zillennial. I'm on the cusp.
What-
born in
what-
I
90.
thought you were Generation Alpha, homie. You look really young.
No,
Yeah, really,
Generation
really.
Alpha. What's that? People born in 2020 or some shit?
I think that's going to be like 2027 or something like that, dude, for Generation Alpha.
Right.
Generation
they're
Alpha is
already
already
out,
being
right?
born.
No,
think
no,
it's
I know.
2020
Is it
the-
2020 or 20? Because depending, on, either people do straight 10-year gaps or they go like these weird ones where like it's like 13, where like it's like 2017.
I think what's going to define this next generation is born into post-COVID.
yeah.
So I think 2016 babies still count because they don't know.
Can we still say that word online without getting demonetized?
What?
Android 19?
Android.
Yeah, just say Android 19. You can say
Yeah.
Android
Yeah,
19.
okay, yeah, that's what I said.
Another thing that I pioneered. Bro, I've caught people saying that now. Like Android 19.
Yeah.
On other channels. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
but you got to, dude. Some of my freaking videos that I made only got like 7 views, 8 views, bro, because I had said the Android 19.
Right, and they
But then,
throttled you.
Yeah.
You're right.
probably what
Go
happened.
follow Crypto Boogie, man. He's in the title, man. Give this man a subscribe. I want this guy over 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
That's
Pass
fucking
your-
zoom them right there.
Yeah, man. And shout out to Robert Kiyosaki. We just got on the Robert Kiyosaki.
I gotta
Rich
shake
Dad
that
podcast.
man's hand, bro.
Dude, he is
Hey,
an
dude,
awesome guy.
he was one hardcore Marine, dog.
Bro, yep.
Hey, when you see him, tell him Semper Fi for me, dog.
I'll definitely, dude. Let me tell you this, man. This guy, I have nothing but good things to say about Robert Kiyosaki. He's
Yeah,
such a
man.
great, don't meet your heroes. You meet him, dude. He's such a great guy.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Fuck, I can't.
I love how he talks shit and he's freaking raw, bro. He reminds me a little bit of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman from Full Metal Jacket, dude.
Oh,
As raw as he talks.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So okay, like you were saying, Gen Z.
Yeah, so I was saying, at least for pickup game, right? Or not even pickup, just what, dating or what?
Yeah.
So I would say a lot of it depends on all your texting game. But at the end of the day, that FaceTime is really crucial.
Dude, texting game is retarded, in my
Yep,
opinion.
it really
is
is.
fucking retarded, dog.
It really
Yeah,
is,
man. That's wild.
So so back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Yeah.
No.
I saw Jesus walk on water, bro.
I mean, that was yesterday, dude. I mean, but okay, so I mean, I'll say the evolution of this. I mean, I literally remember, like, I'm in the cusp between the digital age and the old world and stuff
Yeah.
like
So
that.
you're still kind of a little bit analog.
I'm always analog. I mean, dude, you want to keep your crypto safe, you better be fucking analog.
Yeah,
You
homie.
better password savers, writing it down on the cloud,
What
saving
is-
it a picture.
What is harder than a Trezor, bro? They've got some cards that you can just scan via QR code.
What do you mean harder? Like in terms
Yeah,
of like
because the Trezor, there is a connection from there to the computer.
yeah, they found ways to okay, so basically they would have to like wrench gang you.
Yeah.
Then from there you would have to have both the computer that how you're logged into and the Trezor, and then there is a way that they can manually log into a Trezor. Like they can do it. They've done it
Yeah,
before.
yeah. I've given my dad my seed phrases and
But-
stuff like that.
Hey, what's you said?
Yeah.
No.
And he's like, son, can I put it in a hard box at the bank? Like, no, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's you can't. That's exactly right. You can't put it in a safety deposit box. Basically, you have to keep it some safe house or some like in some fucking like literally some seed box or something like that's
Yeah,
covered up
man.
in cement underground, like 20 feet underground with nowhere to find it. Like, you know, you got to get creative and stuff, but there's ways to do it. And then there's other way. The next level is like after paper, right? You have your seed phrases written in like metal, and there's bifolds and there's things
Yeah.
like that where like the whole house burns on fire. Your seed phrases are safe and stuff. R.I.P. the house, but like,
Yeah.
you know, hopefully that's a nice insurance claim. But like, there's that stuff there. But then it gets crazier when you start getting to multi-sig. So that's
Yeah,
like
I remember
step
you guys
one.
talking about that in the last Crypto Mindset course.
Yeah.
You monkeys need to join the next Crypto Mindset course. The freaking alpha is off the chain.
Yes, sir, man. Sheesh. There we go, man. What's up, Danny boy? That's right. No naked guys here. Dude, Crypto Surfer killed me with this comment right here, man. He's like, you guys aren't streaming from the same bed like Hexo and Hexplosive. I'm out.
Estos vatos.
No. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, like we teach guys. I mean, we've taught so many people from the ground up how to do everything and stuff. Now, me and Charlie can't control prices. I mean, at the end of the day,
course.
like we can't. I mean, I wish I could. I'd be fucking tight. I'd make sure that the chart looks nice up and to the right over time, right? But it is. I mean, overall, like we're still above $1 trillion in market cap. Bitcoin. I mean, let's look at the prices, right? Let's look. So right now, share the screen. So currently, right now, we're at $29,000 Bitcoin. We're at $1,800 Ethereum. Great prices to get in. Hopefully, buying here, totally safe. But if you wanted to buy, it could come down to 1,700, 1,780, 1,750. Totally good. But like, if you're just buying like a little bit, it's the price different. If you're buying $50 to $500, not much of a difference.
Yeah.
But if you're buying tens of thousands, this is when it starts adding up a little bit because like if you're buying $100,000, you know, $50, it starts becoming pretty significant, right? So it's sort of this usually like a lot of money you get more bonuses, but when you have a lot more money, you have to be more price conscious of where you get in terms of your bonus because you're usually dollar cost averaging with larger chunks.
Yeah. I've heard them talk about recently about a freaking ETH ETF that's going to be submitted soon.
Yeah, it's from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Here's the conspiracy theory, right? Full screen me for 1 second, right? So they're coming after Hex, the SEC. I think the worst case scenario, it's going to be a settle. They're going to settle. Best case scenario, we win that lawsuit. And the dubs, right? But shame on all these people from crypto and Ethereum and stuff like that are like rejoicing over Hex going down and like, ha, you guys are coming. You guys are getting, the SEC is finally going after Richard Hart. Thank God. If Richard Hart gets hit with this, they're going to start coming after every founder who doesn't kowtow. And they're going to come after you guys hard. No lube. And this is how they're going to use Hex as a stepping stone to make Ethereum a security. And then this is how they're gonna start whipping. This is how they're gonna do it. This is why this is such a momentous event. Now, where Hayden Adams fucked up is he galvanized all of DeFi, kind of even whether you like Hex or not. What they did is like the most decentralized thing ever. They basically just like, how could they do that and stuff? They leave full on phishing. This is like one of the first ever coins I've ever heard of them actually manually taking off their website. Now the liquidity pools are still there. You can use CowSwap or ETHhex.com, right? Or the Icosa Pro one that Alex made. CowSwap's cool. I'm deeply ashamed in matcha. Matcha is not.
Yeah, I
allowing
heard
you
about
to,
that,
What
dude.
the fuck, matcha? What
I heard about
what
that
an L.
shit.
1 inch. If you're outside the United States, you use a VPN. I didn't tell you that. If you're, but I also and I got something. I got some fucking like I know there's everyone's like jacking off all over their fucking mouths and shit over 1 inch, right? But let me remind you on something because Petra Farm doesn't forget, right? Is that the first ever DEX, supposed DEX, that's mostly built and run from Pantera Capital, was the first one to geolock the United States from use.
Wow.
Was 1 inch.
Really?
Yes, it was. Don't forget. I haven't forgot, you guys. I got this fucking elephant memory, even though I forget names. Where are you? Anyway, no, but people forget about that. That 1 inch was the first ever geolock. They got under the table of that. I mean, this is one of the reasons why they also had some bad price performance in 27. I'm sorry, in the 21 cycle.
Yeah, I heard MetaMask is doing the same shit for Eastern Europeans, Russians, and things of that nature, bro. Yeah,
I mean, Vitalik's Russian, dude. Too. He met Vladimir Putin. Don't forget. I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, a lot of people met Vladimir Putin.
Nowadays, nowadays, yo. There's such a funny meme. Some of this guy's like hammering on like an anvil, and then he puts his hammer down, and next
Hammer
to sickle, and he
sickle?
starts playing the music. It's like, oh shit!
You've seen the memes of him riding a fucking bear and shit, right?
Yeah. Or the horse shirtless and all that
Yeah,
shit.
I've literally seen a video of a drunk, literally pissed drunk Russian guy on top of an actual bear.
Yeah, I think
I
I've
shit
seen-
you not. This shit's incredible.
Yeah, there's kids there's actually Russian kids, bro, that freaking wrestle like freaking baby bears and stuff like that, man.
Right.
That'd be fun, to be honest. I'm not
and
gonna lie.
they're trying to like get them into MMA and stuff like that, dude. There's
Right.
there's a certain area in Russia, man, where I think they get most of their MMA fighters from the country.
Ooh,
Damn.
forgot what the fucking country's called.
That place where that one dude's from,
Kazakhstan?
the guy that beat Conor McGregor. What's his name?
Oh my god, why am I fucking forgetting?
Turkestan? No,
Turkestan.
Is it
Turkestan.
yeah, I feel like we're fucking doing Borat shit right now.
Something
One of the
Stan.
stands. One of the
stands.
stands.
Dagestan.
Dagestan. There you go, Dagestan. It's
Dagestan.
Khabib.
Yeah,
It's Khabib.
Khabib.
Yeah, you focus like human spirit. You focus on anything like crazy, you're gonna get good.
Dude,
Yeah.
some of the craziest boxers that I have seen in boxing, man, come from freaking Eastern Europe. Ruslan Provodnikov, oh my goodness, bro. When that guy punched Timothy Bradley, that dude rolled on his back and landed back on his feet, homie. That's how hard that dude would punch.
Right.
There's a lot of fighters that come out of Eastern Europe, man.
Krokov.
Yeah, but he ain't 260 though.
Ain't too sexy like Bradley.
Yo, there's this whole meme thing going on with Bradley Martin, just like in his feelings about because he's like, bro, like he's like, there's 150 pound guys and stuff in
Yeah.
the UFC, and or like Nate Diaz or other. I mean, Nate Diaz is heavier than that, but like as an example, like people like sub 200 guys and stuff, and then a lot of bodybuilders, and like Bradley's like saying he's playing into it as well,
Yeah.
but like he does get in his feelings when someone is like, I'll fuck you up, bro. Bro, I'll get out here. And then Nate Diaz was like, bro, you're a podcaster. I'll fuck you up. He wouldn't say, the funny thing is, like, he says that to him and them, but he would never say it to Bones Jones.
Nope.
He wouldn't say it because
man.
Bones Jones is just as tall. Like, all your fucking, like.
Being a man, being
yeah.
tall, big.
Joe Rogan was talking about that dude, man. He
Yeah.
had mentioned something to that nature that it's very difficult for that guy to get cut above his eyes and stuff like that because of the tendons he has there and things of that nature.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like super
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
strained. It's
That's
crazy.
wild. Designed to
Yeah.
fight, homie.
Yeah, Nate Diaz fights at 155, but he doesn't walk around 150. I mean, he probably walks around 180, 170 and some
Yeah.
changes. Yeah, 180 to 155 is a tough. That's 25 pounds plus.
Dude, I like Canelo, but that dude would be a fat ass, bro, if he wasn't on a diet, homie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Speaking of,
Proudly.
yo, 260.
I've
I've dropped 18 pounds,
Dude,
homies and shit.
I gotta
I'm
get you
leaving.
on my fasting diet, homie. I gotta get you on my fasting diet.
It just says no food.
Fuck, we're raising.
Yeah, talk about your fasting for a minute, man.
Yeah, I usually do intermittent fasting. I fast maybe about 18 hours a day, sometimes 20 hours a day.
Oh fuck yeah.
So like
After I get back from Vegas, of course, I'm gonna break my diet because I'm also on keto. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna fast for 2-3 days, just not eat.
yeah, it's like vamos de putas, vamos de putas, vamos de putas. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So that's usually what I do, and I usually do keto as well. That's what's worked for me. Doc tells me that my body really doesn't like carbohydrates. Yeah, so hence why I fast and I do my whole freaking keto shit.
For me, it's
The
bread.
anabolic doctor, right?
Huh?
The anabolic doctor.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah. That guy scored away, man.
Yeah, dude.
That dude drops a lot of alpha, man.
Dude, it's pretty cool and stuff like. And you have to link me the channel. Maybe you'll link me
Yeah.
the channel later.
Yeah.
And I know
That-
I think I might know who you're talking about and stuff like. Because I mean, not a hard. I mean, basically talk about steroids and bodybuilding. You make a lot of views. But
So speaking of, man, Kylo Tren, how long have you been lifting? If you don't mind me asking on DCC.
yeah, go ahead for it.
Bro, I've been lifting since I was about 12.
12 years old?
Yeah,
homie?
12 years old. Inconsistently here and there.
Annoying me to go to the gym.
But, yeah, I was bitching and crying.
From all you brothers, who was like the big time meathead, bro, when it came to bodybuilding?
Oh, it's
fuck.
fuck. That'd be tough to say.
It's between me and Eric.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was just too young to be doing that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it's a different era and stuff.
Yeah.
There's Jack 3D, the fucking DS craze.
Bro, they
and shit.
put me on DS craze at like 13.
No. In my fucking defense. In my
Quarter
defense,
scoop, quarter
you were
scoop.
this guy. Remember, this is a 12-year-old. This is a very young kid, just on his knees crying, bro. I want some pre-workout. I want some pre-workout.
This
And I was like, all right, shut up here. You want to fucking get geeked out? Here.
They geeked me out.
I gave him like the smallest amount, and he was like, yeah.
They geeked me out
It had a
on these
psychological
amphetamines.
effect on you, right?
Oh, yeah, it most definitely did.
Dude, when I was in the Marine Corps, they would sell freaking horse creatine on base, son.
Wait, horse creatine?
Yeah, it was called Dimax. It discontinued it. It was from the Netherlands. And in the back of the box, it said it was an iteration off freaking horse creatine. Dude, that shit worked freaking bad.
You're literally
Honestly.
talking about. You mean like Trenbolone is fucking from
Talking
cows.
about creatine.
Creatine lowers depression and stuff. I mean, dude. I mean, it's. I did not know. I mean, obviously, people's genetics are everyone's genetics are wildly different and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Completely different. But like, man, people are so scared. Like, I'm fully convinced the reasons people got so scared on creatine is because they're taking steroids, and then this. I mean, creatine all it does is increase your DHT as well. It's a DHT derived and shit. So
Yeah.
like, you can lose your hair and stuff like that if you have the genetics for it and stuff. But my luscious hair, no. But
Tienes cabello de indio, por eso.
I know eso es porque, güey, te digo, man, Native, this American conquistador blood with Indian.
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, literally, actually.
So you started lifting when you were 12. What about you, DCC?
Honestly, I started very late. Like I did a little bit of a gym class. They had like weights gym class, but all we did was like we'd bench once a week. And then I think I just did a bunch of tricep workouts and biceps.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. So legitimately started working out 18 and a half years old. That's when I really started and stuff. And then YouTube, I mean, my YouTube journey is basically because of I didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, no one will teach me. Like every gym partner, like didn't want to help us.
Yeah.
So I was like, just like everything, like I got a baptism through fire. I just jumped in the deep end of the pool, went on YouTube, and found like the Hodge twins, Chris Jones, Matt Olgis. I mean, all the Chris Guzman a little bit. He got kind of came on way later and stuff. But I caught Hodge twins and stuff like that.
Yeah. When I was in the Marine Corps, man, there was no internet and stuff like that. Well, there was, but only very few Marines had it, bro. So we were stuck with Arnold Schwarzenegger's book of modern day bodybuilding.
That's not
bro.
terrible
Yeah.
though. That's not terrible
Yeah.
though.
And then in Okinawa, man, if you go to Okinawa as a Marine, one of three things is going to happen to you, man. You become an alcoholic, you're going to become a Jesus freak, or you're going to become a freaking bodybuilder. It's either one of the three, and you always
And
fall
I chose to steal.
Yeah.
I chose the iron.
Mind you, there's nothing wrong with being a Jesus freak.
Yeah.
Chose
Well,
the
okay,
Iron
but like,
Maiden.
okay. Now, this is the same thing. I get weirded out now. I understand. Like, I still to this day. This is no knock on AA or anything like that. I still to this day get really freaked out when I meet somebody that's like, I don't drink anymore, or like I never drink. Like, there's something like to me. There's like. You have to still be able to play with fire to like be like. There's self control there. There's some like. I'm not knocking this because if someone actually has a problem, thank God they're on that stuff
Yeah.
and they're doing all that stuff. And there's a lot of people who will be lost without Christ and all this. So
Yeah,
beautiful.
of course, man.
But what I'm talking about is like I see a lot. I've met a lot of people from AA. They're just one bad day away from fucking it all up again. Their
Yep.
whole life, dude. I mean, but it's like they're basically like what's going on is like they're on the side of the hill with this flimsy little cable about to fall into the ravine. And there's just like one gust of wind,
Dude,
and it's over, bro. And it makes me sad because they're not cured.
Yeah.
They're not cured at all, bro.
I met
it's sad
so
shit.
many alcoholics in the Marine Corps. I remember my buddy Ebbett, bro. We were going to go on an 18-mile hump. And I think, we call it a hump in the Marine Corps. I think the Army calls it a road
Pause.
march or something like that.
Okay, yeah. So hump's like basically a day's march.
Your morning
Yeah,
march.
you
Or
got like
training.
you got like an 80-pound pack on your back, bro.
Got
and
it.
you got to freaking hump it out for 18 miles. Okay?
Right.
This dude, instead of freaking pounding water, man, drank 2 18-packs of freaking Bud Light, dog. But before Bud Light was gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when it was masculine.
When it was masculine.
When they were promoting fucking boxing
dude.
fights.
And I was hiking right behind him, bro. Right behind him, and I could smell the alcohol sweating from his body. Bro. On another level, 18 hours of darkness. How's that possible? I don't know, but it happened.
That's rough.
His
That's
kidneys, bro.
fucking
His
rough.
kidney. How is he not pissing like fucking syrup?
Dude, I met some freaking hardcore alcoholics in the Marine Corps, bro.
Yeah. Now, Art's right. It's dangerous if you don't replace an addiction with another good obsession or passion.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, like, we all have this. I mean, we all have these tendencies and stuff. I mean, I got addictive personalities. Of course, we all do
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, we all got. I mean, we
Crypto, hex.
Yeah. All this stuff. I mean, I'm a crypto freak, right? But, like, I focus these things on productive things, right? But, I mean, I don't drink a lot, but I won't, like, if everyone's having a beer, or not a beer, but like everyone's having a drink, I'll have a drink, right? And that's the whole thing to me, is just being able to, like, you can dabble and stop and stuff, but some people can't. Now, the way, like, it's, I almost feel like you almost gotta, like, one part of your life's gotta be like craziness, which is like, people are like, I'm a full gym freak, and then that basically takes up drinking for them, which is a better thing. Or like, I mean, shit, a lot of people, I mean, most people would be better off with being workaholics than not, but it does come with, like, everything, like, it's all trade-offs and stuff. There's this whole thing of, like, you can live this balanced life. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
This
man.
Balanced life and shit. No, you trade, you make these decisions and you trade. There's things you trade off for it, right? Like, I had Chris Kyle here, right? Irish Kyle, I'm sorry. Not Chris Kyle. I was thinking of the
About to
military.
say, homie, what are you talking
I'm
about?
from the grave,
From
son.
the
360 no scope. No, but I had Iris Kyle here, right? She's 10-time Miss Olympia, right?
Yeah.
And she talked about, like, she is...
Dude, that was a wild episode, homie.
Yeah, but she's at the top of the fucking pyramid.
Yeah.
In women's bodybuilding, she has more Mrs. Olympia titles, and Ronnie Coleman has Mr. Olympia titles.
Damn, son.
She has 10, he has 8.
Damn.
Bro. So, like, she's the GOAT in the thing, and then she sacrificed a lot.
And she resides here in Vegas, right?
Yeah, she lives here. Powerhouse Gym, shout out,
man.
and stuff. They're gonna be at the Crypto Mindset event.
I gotta check out that
Bro,
gym before
it's
I
the
leave.
Well, I'll
cleanest.
take- bro, it's the best.
cleanest
Yeah.
fucking gym with every equipment you could think of.
Damn.
Powerhouse Gym in Las Vegas, Rainbow Road. Check it out, man. That's the
Woo.
gym I work out in. But like, hardcore gym and stuff. Like, half the people that are competitors, the
Competing.
other half are like. There's a lot of networking going down there. There's a lot of people with money in that gym and stuff like that too. But it's a great thing. Now, top ghost right here. What computer and mic and camera do you recommend for a beginner streamer? In terms of a computer, depend now. If it's a laptop, you probably want something like, I mean, not to bump Razer, but Razer makes good laptops. Alienware, I like Alienware personally for like computers, but like Mac is totally okay. Just make sure your RAM's decent and stuff. I think a lot of people never get enough RAM. Just make sure you got enough RAM on it. In terms of that, like StreamYard and Logitech computer, you're fine. But most laptops have a decent, like this Razer one's got a decent like I've live streamed from this many of times and it works perfectly. But
StreamYard's off the chain, bro. I love that platform, dude.
yeah. I mean, it's just whatever you want. So, but I mean, but it's a good internet connection.
We are going to cover that in this freaking meetup, right?
We're gonna cover basically how to get started on YouTube, if you want to stream or not. We'll give people if guys like, hey, I'm out of YouTube on this. We'll give you guys constructive criticism and then help you guys along your way. You know, like we're going to expand out the amount of people streaming in the Crypto Mindset Army and stuff. So shout out to the boys, man. But and Kyle, we'll get to the super chat. You guys don't worry. Your super chats will be read right now. We're just having a little conversation and stuff. But we were just talking. What were we just talking about before that?
We evolved from bodybuilding to Chris Kyle.
Iris Kyle, Iris Kyle, Iris Kyle, but she sacrificed a lot, and then on top of that, there's the I'm not gonna get into roids and stuff, everything with her, but like, and any of these bodybuilders, but there's a price, especially there's a very high price for women in bodybuilding because it doesn't matter even if you're on.
What do you mean a high price? Like elaborate.
Well, because it can masculinize you.
Oh, okay.
There's
a high trade-off.
Like a high health price.
High health. No, the highest like the outside of men losing the ability to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
For women, it's even a crate. So that, like, I'm not saying like because we're both equal. Like we both want to. Everyone wants to have kids, right? But there's not just that. You can be masculinized. Your voice gets deeper. You can start growing hair in places you're not supposed to be growing your hair from and stuff.
Yeah.
Women can become hairier. Their face become much more masculine. Their voice gets deeper. A lot of them can lose their hair. That's a crazy one. People don't talk about is that a lot of female bodybuilders lose all their hair, and they're wearing wigs all the time and stuff like that. So it's fucking crazy. Now for guys, because we're testosterone based, how dare you? We're supposed to be estrogen based, right? But like we're testosterone based, we can take more hair, like more hair. Oh, I have a full beard. Oh, I'm fucking crying. My voice is a little deeper. Oh well, right? People can take those things. The bad one is like bad acne. Women can get it too. There's some people who've had these crazy effects where like their whole back is like just
lit up on freaking.
It's horrible, bro. And a lot of them are just basically taking like cycles where they're not doing a test base at all. They're just taking like
it's best to be under doctor's care, man, if you decide to take the freaking juice, bro. I was talking to Anabolic Doc, and he had mentioned, his name's Thomas O'Connor, he said that the usual basis for men is supposed to be around 800 on test. But what the medical industry did, they went ahead and they moved the overton window from 800 to 400. So now they say 400 is normal.
Bro, that's
But-
low.
It's all
Yeah.
the phthalates that they put in on
Yeah,
our-
man.
and everything. That's
And-
what drops our tests.
Yeah, man. And the microplastics and
Yeah.
the water and all that other Mickey Mouse shit, bro.
Yeah. Now, why the mask? Because people are asking in the chat.
I'll unmask later. I do professional work.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal or anything of that nature. So, because I do professional work, that's why I
Massage.
choose. Yeah. That's why I choose to wear the mask, and also because it brings a signature of mystery a little bit as
Yeah.
well. Eventually, I will unmask. Some of you guys will get to meet me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take pictures with me, but
This-
not without the mask.
This is the sad part is like a lot of jobs don't support people being out and
Yes.
out and normal and stuff like
And
that.
it's not that my job doesn't let me. I just choose not to, just to stay professional.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Now, yeah, eat clean, trend hard, right? Yeah. But there's a lot of that stuff too. I mean, for me personally, once you have kids and stuff, because the main thing that stopped me from always taking, I've never taken roids.
Yeah.
Just my whole, I've never
touched them either.
Never touched them either, unless it was somehow accidentally from like a supplement or something like that. But I doubt it. But now in pre-workouts, I'm pretty sure there's a Fedra in one of them or two.
Yeah.
So but that doesn't do shit to you.
Dude, back in the day in 03, 02, bro, the hydroxycut.
Oh, don't tell me.
It had shit.
Clen?
Hydroxycut. The one
Hydroxycut.
from Muscle Tech.
Yeah, and it's on Walmart now. and shit.
Hydroxycut. Yeah, that one
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
have a bunch of ephedra. Then Bush signed some freaking shit into law, and they freaking
Yeah.
they took it off the freaking.
Ephedra.
Dude, that shit was off the chain, son.
Fedra is awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
So I'm not-
But
It makes you feel happy.
Yes. Short time I had it, the pain I felt amazing.
Rip fuel, LOL. But okay, so just to go on that, the whole Roy thing, and we'll kind of get off this whole thing. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think here's the reason most people, from my opinion, I've talked to a lot of people who have gone on it before. From my opinion, the reason why a lot of people have gone on this stuff is mostly because most of the people doing these bad cycles are usually kids, and the reason these kids get on them is because they're getting on these oral cycles, just oral, because one, they don't want to inject themselves, but two, they don't want their mom and dads and other people finding out and stuff. So it's really easy to hide a pill.
Yeah, and that fucks up your liver.
And that
dog.
fucks up your liver.
Or
They're really
kids
liver
taking
toxic.
I have
SARMs?
taken D-Bol before, bro, when I was a civilian.
You kept us away?
Huh?
No.
And I took it in oral form as well, man. I did it for like a month. Dude, I was...
It makes you puffy, right?
Yeah, I was breathing like a cow, dog.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I was breathing, so I was like, I'm getting off this shit.
Yeah.
I just experiment with it a little bit. It works pretty well, man. I mean, but your freaking run goes to shit. Your weightlifting goes up,
Yeah.
but your run goes to shit and your hunger goes up.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's the dangerous thing because you almost... Now, I haven't done it, but I've researched a lot because I'm
Yeah.
going to do it at some point. Right? I'm being for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Like, for real. Like, I'll do it at some... But I'll be really honest when I do it, right? But because I'm not on TRT, I'm not nothing. I'm just losing weight the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
But I did have to restart... I did have to restart my whole health and stuff at some because of the injury and stuff. I think I told you about it and stuff. Yeah, I had to take something to just kickstart me back up and shit. Not like TRT, but some other stuff. And then a ton. Like shout out to O'Neal. O'Neal helped me out a lot. Like I was doing a lot of like stretching workouts and stuff like. Cause like I fucking couldn't bend over. I couldn't bend myself over at all, dude.
That's the black dude that you've had here on the podcast.
Yeah,
he looks
yeah.
a little bit like Brandon Carter.
No, yeah, God damn it. yeah. Shout out to O'Neal, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to O'Neal.
He seems like a cool cat.
No,
man.
he is
seems
a
very,
cool-
He seems very knowledgeable and passionate about what he does.
Bro, I got nothing but kind things to say about O'Neal, but Pilates is my thing. No, Pilates are cool, man. And honestly,
Dude.
whatever you do, just keep doing it.
Yes.
Dude, a lot like I think Kovalev, bro. That dude would do Pilates, bro, and he would kill everybody in the ring, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah. MT Coiner, I just take creatine and lots of protein. Doesn't make me fake natty. No, dude.
No.
No. Until you're doing
Injectables.
until you're doing TRT or oral steroids and stuff, you're still natty and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, people are pushing everything to the limit because like there's this whole thing of like, oh, I take vitamins. Is that natural? Do I take
Yeah,
creatine?
man.
Get the fuck out of here. Like it's fine, dude.
You're
Yeah.
cutting hairs.
Yeah,
I got
cutting
homies that are religious about that shit that
Yeah.
will not touch creatine.
Right. Now, I don't even think people... Nah, well, that seems crazy to me. I'd take creatine. But,
It's the most researched fucking one out of everything.
yeah, it's safe to take and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's just some people, like, yeah, even the safest drugs, there is a super small percentage of the population. They put epileptic seizure warnings on movies.
Yeah.
You know, so there's always craziness. I bet you there's some guy out here that takes creatine and it gives him a steroid-like effect.
Probably, dude.
Just like there's everything. There's
Yeah, man.
There's guys.
It's like peanut allergies.
Yeah,
man, you know what I'm saying?
there's guys who naturally have lower testosterone, that still look manly, and then they get on test and they're like hyper responders to testosterone.
Yeah.
But that's just because they have a ton of androgen receptors.
Yeah, their blood pressure shoots up over the roof and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they Turkish. Nah, that's stuff. I tried that Turk shit that Derek from Our Plates was
It
selling.
just depends on your genetic. What would your genetics?
What's it
and how's
called
gonna
again?
affect you? Testosterone.
Testosterone. Yeah, I took testosterone. I took it. I still have some in my house. I took some. It did make me stronger. I tried it, but then after that, I didn't notice the effect. For me, it was like I took you take like 4 pills a day and stuff. It's like it's sort of like it's like a natural supplement or something you can find. It made me it legitimately like I started like benching and fucking everything stronger, but it's kind of like a temporary effect to me, and I stopped doing it because it was just annoying to take that many pills.
You recommended that I take one time Gorilla Mind Smooth, bro.
Yo, that's a nootropic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it, and it had a little effect on me. It wasn't that effect, but then I read the reviews on it that they went ahead and they watered it down.
Yes,
They took out some lion's thistle or something out of the ingredients.
So this is becoming a full supplement podcast.
I know, man.
No, but it's okay. I mean, it is okay. So with because I know a lot about supplements, you guys.
Yeah.
But in terms of because it's like so basically with what's going on with that is Smooth was still the same thing. So what's going on there is you're talking about Gorilla Mode Rush.
Yes.
Which is the one that actually had a little caffeine and stimulant to it.
Okay.
So they had a certain thing in there that was it was really strong. It was like, wow, it really worked. I kind of equated it to when you took it, you felt like you had air. Like you felt like you had more air in your brain. I don't know how to. That sounds so weird to say that.
You felt oxygenated.
Yeah, oxygenated, and I was like, wow, this stuff really works. But then Derek was worried about that. Oh shit, like this may be in the next 2 years be taken, like put on the list where you can't have this. So he decided to take it off, and then that was it. Basically, I bought a giant bag of it before I did. I rushed into it, and then from there, I ran out, and then it's over. So
yeah, man.
My boy Davrick, what's called Black Ice Reality. He's becoming. He actually has his own nootropic out. I literally the first person who ever bought it from him. I have it somewhere in my bag over there and stuff. If you want to pull it out, Kyle, you can look through it. Yeah, but it's pretty good.
You talking about Black Ice, that one soldier guy? He used to be in the army.
Yeah, he's like here. He does podcasts here at the studio and stuff. I'll introduce you and stuff. He's going to be at the event. But Black Davrick and stuff has come out with his own nootropic. Because he's actually coming out with he's a pre-workout as well as an energy drink too.
Cool.
So he's an entrepreneurial type guy and stuff like that. He really is. It's in the main pocket down there. Yeah, there it is. But there you go. Thank you.
It has a label now.
As a label now, yeah. HV Alpha. No, it's fully on sale now. I was the first customer to buy this.
Let me see that.
Check it out, dude. It's pretty cool. For me, I actually really like it. But I usually, if I ever take nootropics or something, I don't like taking it back to back days or something. Like I take it maybe once or twice a
Did your
week.
brain hurt?
Yeah. Well, no, it's just like I feel like there's something called rest days or like
yeah, you gotta cycle off of it.
Yeah, cycle off of it. So like even for people who are taking like Adderall, I learned this from Zerka. Shout out to Zerka. But like
Zerka's something else.
Yeah, Zerka's a fiend, bro. I love Zerka, bro. But like Zerka, I mean, even Zerka, his manager and other people were telling me and stuff, and I did my own research as well. It's like even on stuff like Adderall or modafinil or any of the stuff that people are taking to like enhance the brain, that you have like these rest days off. So even people who are actually clinically given like Adderall by prescription, right? 30 these 30 mg tabs of fucking Adderall. They take it Monday through Friday. They take Saturday, Sunday off. By the doctor recommendation, you take a couple days off to get your brain a rest, and then back on. So most people people go to school. That's what it's used for. So these drugs are supposed to be kind of cycled.
That's not an opioid, is it? The Adderall?
No. I don't think it is, but it does affect something like you have it does boost serotonin.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't know that personally. I mean, that's
serotonin what gives you that
amphetamine.
calm confidence.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I thought it was like off of an amphetamine. It's not giving you the stimulant effect. But
I mean, honestly, all this shit's derived up from meth. If I'm being fucking honest, like Ephedра's like meth's fucking cleaned up cousin who went to Harvard.
He wears a suit.
He wears a suit and stuff. The other guy's like a fucking crazy artist and shit. Fucking Adderall.
Usama on polka dot. You know what I'm saying?
Just take speeds. Sheesh.
Just speedball.
Zerka's off the charts and stuff like that, but it's not an opioid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had it figured and stuff like that. But it's just what it is, because there's actually like a chemical, and the reason they give it is because there's actually is a chemical imbalance. Like you don't produce, because you have the happy drugs and like serotonin and stuff like that.
So it shuts down whatever your freaking body.
Not shut down. Just like you don't make enough.
Okay.
So like for people who actually do need it, they take it so they can upregulate serotonin And then depending on there's the other one as well, and some dopamine as well. Like so, if it's either a dopamine increase or a serotonin increase. So depending on the person, they still make it, but they just don't make enough, and that's why they're scatterbrain stuff. And that's a very very simplistic version of what's going on.
I don't think I'd want to take it, man, dude. As it is, I love McDonald's coffee, homie, and I can't get off that shit. Imagine that.
But and this is the crazy stuff is like the reason that I've gotten really into this is because like we've all wanted to cure ourselves and get an edge and stuff, right?
Yeah,
man. And like even back in the day, right? Watch this shit. Watch this. Even during the golden era or the bronze era of bodybuilding, back in the days where there actually was no injectable testosterone, these dudes were still doing like they have these crazy things where they would eat like a bunch of these fucking egg yolks only, or they would do this, or they would eat this plant, or like humans have always tried to figure out ways to give themselves advantages and also dominance over nature and stuff. I mean, this isn't a real thing, but like talking about like something like Game of Thrones where they're taking moon tea. What's moon tea? It's basically just a Plan B pill. Yep. So like in the show or in a lot of the shows, they have these. They usually do call it moon tea.
It was in House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon, and there's a ton of different other shows that talk about this sort of like tea. And there's actually a real version of it. It was in Roman times. It was a plant, and they used it so much in Rome it went extinct.
Yep,
the plant.
Damn, son.
Because basically you would get to fuck, and then you would just take the woman would take it in the next day, and then she wouldn't get pregnant.
Yeah.
Wow, no responsibility.
Boom.
But it's not a responsibility. But like, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But the second generation was steak and eggs and stuff like that. I mean, I will tell you this right now, like the strongest I've ever been was on like now cholesterol must, but actually I did blood test myself back then. I was very healthy at the time, but I was very lean as well.
You had mentioned your cholesterol.
Yeah, my cholesterol, everything was fucking golden, but it was like 16 boiled eggs a day and a pound of fucking ribeye steak. And that's it. I mean, I basically wasn't eating any carbs. I think the only time is like when it got to the point when I was lifting so far. I basically plateaued for a while because I just didn't have any more carbs in me. And basically what I had to add, I added like 60 grams of carbs at night because what started happening to me is I couldn't go to sleep anymore. You come back from the gym
dude, I could never do that, man. I could never get into a rhythm of freaking like designating a certain amount of food at a certain time of the day. And
yeah.
I was never good at that, so I just basically that's why I started intermittent fasting, bro.
Yeah, I mean you have to. There's a million paths to get there, right? But you're right.
It depends what your body likes.
Yeah,
it depends what works for you.
In between you two guys, since you're brothers, do you see a lot of things that are freaking similar in the sense the way you guys work out and things of that nature, being brothers?
We're like very barrel chested, or we hardly even have to touch our weights before our chest fucking starts to explode.
Yeah, I mean we got chest for days and shit. And I got broad shoulders from working outside for years and stuff. I think I bent the clavicle in my neck or some shit sideways and shit. But
you did that old Mexican workout, homie.
Like digging trenches, fucking en la zanja con
Pura zanjas, bro.
Pura zanjas and shit. Cargando basura por bote.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Como un pinche burro. Pero cholesterol myth has been debunked. Yeah, and of course. No, but okay. Hans, that's right for most people, but there is a certain portion of the population that like cholesterol doesn't matter good or bad. It does affect their levels, but a lot of it has to do because they're already fat already.
Yes.
Dr. Berg recommends remnant cholesterol. He says that the current method of the way that they test cholesterol is kind of outdated. Basically what he does, he gets your overall cholesterol, he deducts it from your HDL, then your LDL. If you're under 25 points, then you're pretty much good, even though it shows that your overall cholesterol is really high.
Now, this is an idea Zerka gave me. So we were talking to Zerka for fucking hours.
Yes.
We were like in this trance and shit. We were like talking for like 5 fucking hours inside of a hotel room and stuff. Like we were like smoking cigarettes and looking outside at the fucking skyline in Vegas. But like there's this whole thing that he talks about as well and stuff like that. I'll try to link this video if I still can remember where it's at. But it has to do with like there's a really messed up thing with like with genetics and stuff. There's a black pill of genetics. Like a lot of the top fitness YouTubers and stuff were already skinny motherfuckers to begin with already. So they most of these guys were never fat at all. Like Chris Jones, that's why I give a lot of props to Chris Jones. He actually was fat before, and then he got into shape. But besides Chris Jones, a lot of these dudes, like, I mean, and there's no knock on the Hodge twins, but like the Hodge twins were already tall dudes, pretty skinny and lanky, and then they built some muscle in their frames. Now that they've gotten older in their 40s, they've started to put a little bit of weight on, but because you're older. But like that, like you have to look at your body type when you're 18 to 25. That's your body type. Most of the fitness influencers are skinny dudes that then hop on roids, and then the roids, I mean, this is so fucked to say this, but it's so goddamn true. It's like this. I'm so black pilled on steroids now. It's
Yeah.
fucking. It's like fucking making me depressed a little bit. but like the people that go do best on steroids are skinny fucks.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they've got an ectomorphic frame. They're
Yes.
pulling off that whole Frank Zane style, bro.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So like so basically you just take the skin. This basically you don't want to even get on roids until like you don't want to be on roids and fat because it's super. You're
Yeah,
like, bro,
dude.
it's so fucked. So
You're gonna get fatter.
if you're chubby and you think you're gonna get on roids and get jacked, like bro, you're gonna kill yourself.
man.
Yeah.
You're gonna, and especially I mean maybe if you're a doctor and you can control your estrogen levels and everything.
Don't they
like,
give Winstrol to people that are overweight though
Yeah.
if they're gonna get on roids?
so there's cutting
Yeah.
cutting roids and there's like there's ones that appetite like that kill your so
Appetite suppressants.
this is the reason why some guys, when on cuts, they do take orals and stuff because some of these orals, like the best. I mean, the best one technically, you know, no financial, no health advice.
Yeah.
So be careful with this shit, you guys. Anavar, if you could even fucking find real Anavar, like most Anavar is supposed to be like $3 to $5 a tablet for
okay.
10 to 5 milligrams. So like, there's a lot of like fake stuff out here where they're like, I've done tons of research, you guys. Yeah, but like,
you know,
been to the
Canelo
shop.
was on that Clem.
Oh, bro,
you know,
bro,
It's the meat. It's the meat.
Yeah.
no, there is. It is in Mexico. They do have different standards for meat.
yeah,
but
they
still,
do.
But still,
you're
Not to that
You
level.
have to eat the meat raw, homie. in
Yeah.
order to-
It cooks out.
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly.
No me digas esa pinche video, güey. But okay, so Anavar is probably the safe. It's not safe, but like in terms of because it when you take it orally as a pill, right? Because the most Anavar that exists is not in liquid form. It's fucking hard to find.
Yeah.
It's really hard to find. So you're gonna find it in pill form, and the pill basically you take it. It's one of the only roids that ends up instead of going through your liver, it goes to your kidneys.
Oh wow.
In
bro.
it's the only one basically. So it's that's a little safer right there. But two, you can take it under the tongue sublingually. So like you leave it there and you let it just
Melt.
Basically, that's a safer way to take oral steroids and
And
stuff.
dialysis don't sound fun, homie.
Yeah, no, it's not and stuff. But the kidneys could take a pounding and shit. But so the liver. But still, it's all this shit's dangerous. So dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but basically, it is proven to be like the one to have the least amount of these negative effects for women. This is why a lot of women take Anavar, but most of them are probably taking Winstrol.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the places like if you not that I know of, but if you've looked on some of these websites or where people are buying these illegal drugs and stuff, they're selling like 100. They're selling a jar of 100 pills, and for like $50 for like 20 mgs or like 50 mgs and stuff of like Anavar, and it's obviously it's not real. It's either extremely underdosed or it's actually just Winstrol.
Yeah, a lot of it's homemade shit, man.
Yep.
That
It's
they
homemade.
make in their
Yeah.
own lab. and stuff
Exactly.
like that.
Untested. No third party. Nothing.
But Anavar is it gives you a really dry look. It's really good for cutting because if you actually take the oral version of it, it will make your stomach upset. So it actually it's an appetite suppressant.
Yeah.
On top of that, so if someone's getting on a cut, it's awesome. Two, for a guy, there's less problems for guys because it's so basically like you have something where like it has all these androgenic effects with muscles, and then other ones were like masculizing effects.
Roger that.
So it's low on the masculizing. It still will have some, but it's one of the least. I think it is the least one with the most androgenic effects. But the only one that's stronger is trenbolone. But you get the psychological effects, which are fucking massive. Makes you into a ladyboy lover.
Crank-off. You start getting
Repeat that. Say that again.
So people who take high levels of trenbolone, right? Injectable or
We're talking
oral.
about trenbolone acetate.
Yes.
Yes. Well, either way,
Yeah.
whatever type you like, or ACE or whatever, right? This stream really went off.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
This is a big subject, man. I love that shit, dude. If I was soon enough, if I'm jacked, I might make a bodybuilding channel.
Yeah, when you come on my show, we're talking about guns.
Yeah, we're talking about guns and stuff. But like just to show you and stuff. So basically, So basically, what happens is it has these psychological effects because trenbolone was created as a tablet. So it was supposed to be. So imagine you have a gun right here. What you do is you stab a cow on its thigh and you leave a pellet inside of it. That's what it was originally invented for cattle. So in the last months and stuff, right? Is like they've been eating mostly grains, right?
Yeah.
When they grass finish them, right, or if they do or not, right? When they fatten them up in the last point before they kill them, they inject in order for the cattle herders and stuff to save money. They inject their cows with trenbolone. This is what it was created for. They beef up with muscle,
Literally.
with muscle, and then they're eating all this food and they get jacked as fuck. They get all this muscle and then they slaughter them.
Yeah.
And then you're eating some of that stuff in your meat.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, right?
It is what it is, man.
This is why some of these drugs they've taken, like there's a lot of some of the most popular drugs are actually from horses or from cows, essentially, right? But trenbolone technically is the most powerful of all the steroids.
Farm
basically.
animals where all the testing happens, man, because they got to produce as much meat for the whole population.
But it is the one that it's like not only just from all the bodily damage you can do yourself. I mean, if you take that shit orally, oh my god, bro,
Yeah,
it's gonna fuck you up. But if your a doctor's watching you, I mean, the amount of stuff you're gonna have to take a lot of like estrogen. I mean, you have to watch your estrogen. You have to watch your estrogen because then you can get man tits. You can get gyno. You can get that's the main one. Most guys will get scared of. It's either gyno or
was it movie Fight Club, bro, or his best friend had titties?
Fight Club.
Yeah, it's the movie Fight Club.
His
name
yeah.
was Ron Paulson or something like that.
Yeah, like the stream, you guys. You're getting all this fucking alpha. You're getting all this fucking pharma alpha. But basically, okay. So this trenbolone stuff, right? You take it, right? And what ends up happening to you, right? It will get. It's probably the. I'm gonna be for real. Like it's the fastest way to get jacked.
With trenbolone.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
And strength-wise, man, you could just take it in the first week to 3 weeks.
Yeah,
And
but there's
strong.
two types. There's one that's like a fast-acting one, and
Yes.
there's this really
But
long.
but you
Acetate
got to
for
stack
fast
it
track.
with your test. Also,
Yes,
it's
yes,
not
you
just
do.
taking.
No,
tren.
I know, but you could. Yes, that's how you should do it. Most guys don't because
they
what they're
don't.
scared because they don't.
Yeah.
So this is the whole thing is some guys are trying to do it on the low or like I'll just do one cycle and get off of it. You probably could recover on like on a weaker steroid or oral
Yeah.
steroid, but like Tren's one of those dangerous ones where like, bro, this shit's so damn strong. It will mask. I mean, this is something we talked about with what's his name Zerka, is that he took it and he's like, bro, my whole face masculinized. I had a baby face originally. He said I had a man's face. My mom.
got
He
chiseled.
said my mom and dad didn't recognize me. I was like, Mom, it's me. You know, I think he's like I forgot what he is, Lebanese. I think he's Lebanese.
No, whatever that
I
was.
thought
Yeah.
he was Greek.
Yeah, but it's pretty crazy and stuff like that. But basically, what it do is it'll masculinize you. Some people doesn't, but like it basically will just like boom, like beard,
Second puberty.
your second puberty, jawline. Your jawline will get better.
Who was
Yeah.
your favorite bodybuilder of all time?
If you ask me early on, it's damn.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
Yeah,
Who was your favorite
I know.
bodybuilder?
Mine's Lee Priest.
Dude, that short dude
Yeah.
from Australia.
Yep.
He was a short dude from Australia, right? Lee Priest.
I'm pretty sure he's from Australia, right? Yeah.
He's a short dude.
Yeah,
he had
yeah,
the
short dude.
Superman tattoo.
I don't know if he did. I think,
Yeah, he used to come
Albanian,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, he's Albanian.
Yeah, I think
But he
Lebanese.
was like fucking 16, all yoked out already, and I
Yeah,
was like,
homie.
that guy's genetics is fucking crazy.
Dude, it's just I feel like I'm getting like. I mean, of course it's Arnold, right? Originally,
Yeah,
right? Because it's
originally
Arnold, right? But
If you can't pick anybody without Arnold.
Without Arnold,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I learned about bodybuilding. You know, my Mr. Grumman. Shout out to Mr. Grumman, my science teacher in middle school. He let me borrow this giant book of the encyclopedia one you're talking
Yeah.
about. He let me borrow that book. I was like, what the hell? He also gave me this other book, which is a fucking wild stories about steroid stories and stuff. He's like, this dude was on so much drugs, he like was fucking a vending machine how horny he was.
What the?
Instead of vending machine, bro.
Yes. Verbatim. I wish I could remember the book's name and stuff. He let me the real first book so I could learn. Like I didn't know how to do anything at the gym, so he let me borrow that. And then he decided one day he's like, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna show you guys pump and iron. So he shows pump and iron. We're like, dude, this is the most greatest thing ever. That's where it started right there. Then from there, he showed me. Then he let me borrow that book, and then he's like, one day he's reading this book, and he's like, hey, can I read that book? I don't know, Miguel. He was like being squirrely with me for weeks.
What grade were you in, man?
Seventh
Damn.
seventh
son.
grade. He was being so squirrely with that book, and was like, "Can I borrow, please?" All right, Miguel. One day I'll let you read. And I read like what I could read about it, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this shit?" There was just all these crazy stories about how people would just do wild shit on like tren or steroids or any of this stuff. It just makes them like crazy, basically, right? And that's just what it is. There's actually a really good not document. It's like the unofficial documentary of American Gladiator. That shit is incredible. If you haven't seen it on Netflix.
Yeah, man.
They're pretty open about the roids in there. Obviously Michael Trenhorn, shout out to my boy, but he was a very late on guy in the like wasn't the main guy of American Gladiator, but they all talk about the steroids and all of them are fucking around and stuff with everybody. It's pretty
Wouldn't
crazy.
McMahon force all his wrestlers, bro, to get on him?
I think early on,
Yeah.
but then it just became sort of like the trainers of trainers, like,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get because of course that's one of the like.
Dude, Chris Benoit, man. Remember that dude?
Yeah.
But that was more CTE though. If
Yeah.
you had to be
Yeah.
for real. That's more CT, but like I mean, those guys. I mean, if you actually look at another documentary, I don't remember the documentary names, but it's actually about Chris Benoit and Eddie
Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero
And Chavo.
And stuff. It's you watch Eddie Guerrero, it's actually half the story is actually about what's his name, his friend and stuff. It's about the whole Chris Benoit story and stuff. It's so crazy. You think it's like you literally think it's just about Chris Benoit, or you think about what it's literally both their stories are so intertwined. It's insane. Like these guys were homies, and basically they were the first ever kind of short. They're not short, but like they're like 5'10", right? But these are like the first ever like dudes to ever win any real titles in WWE history because they, you have to be 6'4" minimum to win anything, right? So these were worker guys, and they were the best at what they did, and then Eddie Guerrero was just like on the mic was incredible, and then super athletic, comes from a huge wrestling family and stuff like that, and then you have Chris Benoit, who's just this workhorse and just did these crazy moves, and it was like literally one of the best wrestlers in the actual wrestling and stuff. So like the matches they did were like insane and stuff like that. So like it's really sad that what happened to that whole thing and stuff. I really do think it's CT, but
a lot of wrestlers end up freaking. They dive into their own demons, bro. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
bro.
and
they
then
got
the
so much
painkillers.
talent, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, and then here's the thing:
Dude, Sting's still wrestling, homie.
Yeah.
On TNA Impact.
That's crazy.
That is wild, dog. Está viejo ese señor.
Because it's still going on. Because let's just say WWE went under, and all this wrestling stuff went under. You would actually, because the wrestlers are out of income and stuff, they would finally, for the first time, like tell you what's really going on.
Yeah.
But since it's still up, they're not going. Like that's why you don't get you. If you really look, you could probably find some stuff, but like you're not really going to hear the whole story anymore. But if you actually look at like something like American Gladiator, right?
Yeah.
Let's say now it shows how shaky he was in the beginning, but then they start talking about how addicted they start getting to not just roids, but how addicted they are to painkillers because they're doing like they're getting fucked up every day.
Dude.
They're actually fighting people every single day, or like they would jump off a stadium, they would hit their leg, and they're like holy shit.
Dude, the Mexican fighters, bro, the lucha libre guys, those guys are acrobatic as hell, man. They're always bumping themselves left and right.
Exactly,
dude.
throwing people left and right.
People's like, no te puedes rajar. You have to the show must go on.
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
no
complain and say, hey, I'm gonna call in sick today.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Now, okay, I will tell you guys one thing. If there's one thing, like if you're gonna ever jump into all this dark world of like injectables and all this stuff, and don't do it until I'd say don't do nothing until you have kids.
Yeah.
Or unless you're very.
Or you bust the nut into freaking a test tube and have a company
have it
freaking hold it
freeze.
for you. You know what I'm saying?
in multiple places and islands and the Eagle's Nest and Coastal Changes. But like, all right, but like, all jokes aside, right? Don't ever do insulin.
No.
Don't
Yeah.
ever do it. Don't ever do it. That's that's where all the bodybuilders die off of insulin. That's what it is. Because what happens is you take insulin, your blood sugars will drop. If you don't, let's just say I'm doing the stream right now, right? I've taken insulin. Boom. What it does is like during those times I can eat food and I can just all the nutrients just get forced into your muscles and you just grow and you get big and you put size on and shit. That's why the bodybuilders take it. What happens is you go hypoglycemic and shit, and what happens is your blood sugar levels crash, and then you die. So like if I don't have I would have to have a bag of Skittles with me. Like all these Celsius would have to be sugared
Sugared, yeah.
sugared
That's
and stuff.
crazy, dog.
And so you're basically like playing around with diabetes with
Yes.
yourself as well and stuff. It's super dangerous. And as a Hispanic male, man, I'm super. I'm on the high risk for that stuff. But it's the hack of how people. And then this is why let's just say from not Ronnie Coleman, but let's just say from the Shadow, Dorian Yates to. I'd say all the way from Dorian Yates till now, that's the stuff that they're fucking around with to get the massive size.
They're injecting insulin.
They're injecting insulin.
Yeah, mass monsters and stuff like that. And then if I remember, Dorian basically didn't start taking insulin until I think second or third Olympia or something like that. Once he's won a couple, then he took it and then he just ballooned even bigger.
Yeah,
because they were taking growth hormone. Growth hormone's not bad at low doses. It's just what happens is, here's the thing: is you'd start taking growth hormone at larger and larger doses. It has a very big they say there's no muscular effect. There's weight loss effects and there's anti-aging, but what ends up happening to you is with all these when you start injecting yourself with large amounts of on a needle, it's like half a fucking needle or full needles of growth hormone, is that you start making yourself insulin resistance, which basically you start giving yourself either diabetes.
Damn, son.
Over time.
Yeah.
But that's what's going to happen. If you you can take a small amount of growth hormone for most of your life and you'll be fine. It's what people abuse it and take these massive amounts,
taking almost a full gram
to get these because what will happen is your ligaments, you heal better, you feel better, your joints stop hurting.
I mean, because what happens is you start up with a bunch of growth hormone, and over time, just like your test, it just starts going to zero.
Yeah, man.
As you get older and stuff. So it's like you boost up your levels back to where you were when you were 18 or 19. If you're fucking out. You're fucking.
Speaking about abusing it, I remember Flex Wheeler back in the day, man.
Yeah.
That dude had to be on freaking
Yeah.
testosterone, bro. He had to be on freaking steroids.
Had to be on
his
something.
body wasn't freaking. His pituitary gland was pretty much burnt out.
Shout out to Hex Monkey. Yo, Hex Monkey, you in Vegas right now? Where the fuck you at, bro? Shit, you should be hanging with the homies.
Yeah, no, man. What the frick is
Oh,
Monkey?
yeah.
I'm supposed to train
Monkey,
that
where you
fool,
at?
bro. I'm supposed to train you, Monkey.
Now, wow. Now, I will say this though. I do believe Ronnie was. I think for his first Olympia, he was natty. So the only person that like I could even believe that's like. So Ronnie Coleman said he got to the Mr. Olympia stage, natty.
I don't believe that, man.
I do.
You think he got to the Mr. Olympia stage? You mean he won Mr.
No.
Olympia?
No.
He competed in the Mr. Olympia for years and just was placing almost dead last.
Wasn't that dude a cop, Ronnie?
Yes.
He was a police officer, I
Fucking-
think, somewhere in Texas.
Yes.
or something like that, right?
Never had a problem.
Never had.
Never had. He's
Motherfucker
like,
was a fridge, a walking fridge.
bro, Ronnie
Holy
fucking
shit.
Coleman in
Imagine
the
that,
90s.
imagine that dude shows up to your disturbance call, bro. Your chick calls the cops on you, bro. Oh,
Oh
my
my
goodness.
God.
Just put him on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Landing Friday morning. All right, let me know, Monkey. Well, text me. But Art, God damn it, I'm not gonna say. Yo, Mike's following me right now, so I ain't gonna say shit. So Michael Hearn's a good guy, man. I met him at the karate event down there in
Michael who?
Michael
Michael
Hearn.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael the Titan Hearn and stuff like dope dude and stuff. I meet him. I basically memed him at the event. Like
duck
he's like,
eggs.
"Baby, don't leave, don't hurt me no more." And then he's like, he followed me, and then I got to say hi to him and stuff at the event. Great guy, by the way. I will say this: roids or not, you need to. Now, people lie out there. Like you do need roids to be the thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing is, could you get like? Here's another thing. You can be really skinny. You can have your top 2 abs showing and stuff. You can be really, and your dick works and everything perfect. But there's this whole thing that happens. I've talked to enough people. I've talked to tons of professional bodybuilders here in Vegas and stuff because this is like it's the bodybuilding capital here on the West Coast now.
I didn't know that.
Outside of Venice Beach, people go to that Gold's Gym because it's like the Venice Beach
Yeah.
thing. But legitimately, like the most bodybuilders are living here in Vegas, and they've all told me that you can get basically like it's the worst thing in the world being a natural bodybuilder. Because you look like dog shit all year round.
Yeah, man.
You only look incredible for 3 weeks.
Yep.
And your dick doesn't work. If you're not on steroids and you're fully if you can see visible, like not just
Fully
physical,
defined.
like fully, you're like
Your obliques, your everything.
You're fucking leaned out.
Serratus.
You look nice for 3 weeks with your shirt off, and your dick doesn't work. You don't even want to fuck. Your feet hurt. You have no energy. You're lethargic. You don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
With steroids, you're obviously you can so basically the main reason why if you see someone that's actually cut year round, Athlete X, all on roids, you have to be on roids.
Saying he's 5% all year round.
Now let's just say
man.
let's just say I wanted to party, right? If I wanted to party, I would just hop on a cycle because you like let's just say you're already jacked, right? You're like I'm not saying be a fat ass, but let's just say you're in shape, skinny, you're really, I mean, even having most of your abs showing, like that's still 100% natural. What happens is if you start partying and stuff, you'll bloat up. You'll fucking start eating bad and stuff. So what people do is that they get on these roids at that. So you already have to be super in shape already. So like sorry you guys, but if you're super in shape already and you take these roids, it allows you to party. And most of them will not say. They're not going to tell you that, but that's what they tell you behind closed doors. It's like, oh yeah, dude. It's like once I'm that jacked, dude, I hop on some cycles and then I go party and stuff, and I'm able to fuck chicks and shit and do drinks and shit, and then I keep my fucking physique at the hot cannon foam cannon party, Cancun and stuff. Shout out to Rolo, but that's what it is on that stuff. So let's get back to crypto.
Yeah, so we went off on a freaking tangent right there, man.
No, dude, it's a big passion, man. I love talking about this stuff. Like, I love bodybuilding. I love talking about all this pharmacology stuff. Now, don't do it, you guys. You should
Hit your genetic potential first, at least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm gonna be for real with you. The reason everyone does it young is because you can gain something from it.
Yep.
Social clout.
Dude, all the TikTokers are all fucking.
That's what
they're
it's
all
about
yoked out.
nowadays,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it's the fame.
If you're jacked, what's the three like money game frame, right?
Yeah.
Money game frame and all that stuff, right? So in health or gym, I forgot the whole thing. I forgot the whole thing right now. I'm kind of like zoning out right now. But
Money muscles game frame.
Money muscles game. Thank you. Shit, I should
Take
know
some
that.
of that HV, homie.
Yeah, I know. Actually, as a matter of fact, I probably will. But shout out to Black Ice, right? But I'll take 2 of these bitches.
Yeah, man.
Start off with, if you do buy one of these, just get one. Just try one. If don't owe it, never. Any with nootropic, you never go to the recommended dose. Do half just to see where you're at, basically. But in terms of fuck, I lost my train of thought, motherfucker. What were we talking about? I really
You had mentioned Kylo Tren, that people are trying to hit their potential because of TikTok. Hence why they use steroids young.
Oh yeah, it's horrible, man. It's like you see the Trend twins, fucking yoked out mini Pekkas.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like fucking
Mini Pekkas?
They're literally a year or 2 years older than me, and they're fucking benching 500.
That's wild.
That ain't
man.
natural. That's not natural. It's just like it's not. It's fun.
That has been hit by guys natural, but they're big
Yes,
dudes.
exactly.
But they're kind of
Six-
fattish.
How wild would it be,
6'3",
man,
4".
if we get Richard Hart into powerlifting and bodybuilding?
No, this is
bro?
the thing. This. Can you imagine Richard Hart? No one's seen Richard Hart for a while, and he comes back. He's just fucking like, just all
Like
leaned
shit
out.
would look like Carrot Top. Know what I'm saying?
no.
You seen Carrot Top, bro?
Yeah.
Yo, no, he's jacked as fucking.
yeah, dude.
He lives here in Vegas, bro.
Yeah, no.
If you look at like outside of like if you live in Vegas and you're able to control yourself from the gambling crap and all that stuff, most people who live in Vegas get jacked because there's a gigantic gym culture here. It's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't get away from it. Every gym, like if you're going to any major gym, and I'm talking like EOSs and stuff. If you're going to like an actual custom gym, like Powerhouse, Dragon Den,
yeah.
and a couple other ones there. There's a lot of bodybuilders
Yeah,
there.
convince him to come to Vegas, man. He's probably gonna have to show up to New York, bro, for the freaking SEC case. I'm saying.
At some point, not now and stuff. But shout out to Art, man. Used to rep 405. Now I'm doing hardish. That's good, dude.
405 though, man. Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot how much I benched and shit. I've got it written down. Look, I gotta find my phone. Like, here's the problem: is like we rarely recorded like ourselves because we took a couple videos here and there, pictures and stuff. But like, you guys understand like how it was back then. It was like social media was still really brand new, and like I really didn't. I got on social media and then I got off of it because I didn't like it personally, because I just thought it was just this dick measuring contest and shit, and I just didn't want to shame everybody. But like, I was reading this book like Big Dick Problems or something.
Yeah, the little kid.
Yeah, but no, I just thought like it's because like my business didn't revolve around that at the time because the social media wasn't that big. And then it became this thing where I could have grown my business off of social media.
You were talking about when you were doing your landscaping. Stuff,
yeah,
right?
I built the whole business just off of word of mouth, and then
was MySpace a thing when you were a kid?
yes,
Yeah, bro.
yes, but like we caught like we were kind of late on it. Like we're a little
Dude,
too yeah.
I mean, no lie, man. I always thought MySpace was more efficient than freaking Facebook, bro.
It would be. What Elon Musk should have done is just hired Tom from Facebook.
Yeah,
I mean, for MySpace.
That would have been freaking wild.
For
Got the
MySpace.
Fay 5.
Bro, if they brought him back, bro,
Bro.
dude.
I wonder where that dude's at.
That
now,
was the
man.
move.
It'd be
But-
wild if he's living on Skid Row homeless. Know what I'm saying?
No. He cashed out a good 100. He cashed out some millions,
Good,
bro. He
man.
cashed out a lot of money. So shout out to him. He did it right. Boom, just got the fuck out before like they ruined it. You know what they did? The industry, the company that bought it basically spammed the entire thing to push out Spider-Man 3.
You're kidding me, bro.
Nope, that's real shit. Yeah.
I haven't even seen Spider-Man 3, dog.
Show's fire.
So they bought it, and then so it was already losing to Facebook and everything. It was already declining. So they grabbed it and they just spammed out the Spider-Man movie,
That's
and then after
wild,
that,
man.
it just kind of went. It was pretty much over at that point. But shout out to Art, man. People thought we were crazy for not leaving Pulse Chain behind. Now we're all laughing. Definitely, man. We're not giving up. And then on top of that, too, like this is crypto. Like this is what happened. Now, me and everyone else, like I thought the bottom was in. I really because it wasn't.
Dude, I was expecting Pulse Chain to pump, bro, and then all of a sudden I wake up in the morning and I see a freaking giant engulfing red candle, bro.
Now, I will say this: future danger events for Pulse Chain, right, is that the SEC comes out and says they need to see Richard in live in New York or some crazy like that. That'll probably be a selling event.
Yeah.
Let me think of something else.
Dude, I'll take advantage of that shit.
There's going to be like
Yeah.
one or two events, or hopefully not, but they start going after some of the influencers on the list of the SEC list and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be another negative thing. And after that, I don't really see anything. I don't really foresee anything bad besides like they're trying to make Richard like take the the sack wallet addresses and stuff with the die and stuff and do some shit like that. So there's like 3 FUD events that could possibly happen, but.
I mean, I
is
don't
what it
understand why people are so scared about freaking Hex becoming, or the SEC labeling it as a security. It's not on any
yeah.
exchanges, homie.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's on DeFi.
Right.
Wasn't
And
Hex
nothing
literally
really
made-
changes. You still get it the same way. Of course, we're not using
Yeah, Hayden.
Uniswap anymore. you know what I'm
Isn't
saying?
Hex literally made not to be a security?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not security.
literally
It's not a
designed
sec-
to
it's
But
not
the
security.
thing is about the SEC, because I used to be part of the gun world. The ATF is a lot like the SEC. They just make up their own rules, bro,
They just
and
go
they
as
wait till
play.
it gets to court till it gets dropped. You know what I mean?
No
Yeah.
different than writing a ticket and
yeah.
waiting for you to
Yeah.
head to court.
And what happened? We also can't discount the CFTC
Yeah.
as well, as because the SEC and that other organization have been fighting for control over crypto.
Yeah.
It really should be the CFTC. It should crypto should be commodities.
They're beefing over that.
They're beefing over that. I'm on team commodities, right? I'm on team commodities and stuff like that. But the and then there's just all types of dumb stuff that's kind of
Yeah, because if you read the way the Howey test is written, it does not meet the elements of Hex whatsoever, bro.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, I'm not an attorney, but at least that's the way I read it. And I think the freaking SEC is just trying to make it difficult, man.
Yep.
They're trying to crash everything. Now, my question is, will they end up getting some type of freaking corrupt freaking magistrate that's going to run that case?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
we'll have to see because I don't believe he's in Finland. They say he's in Finland. I do not believe. I don't believe he's in Finland.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, it made sense when I heard it.
It made sense, but but I've had an inkling he was in some other state near there, but not that.
Yeah.
Not Finland though. But I mean, the smart move would probably just go to Dubai. I mean, honestly, at this
But
point,
Dubai won't. I've read that Dubai won't deal with you if you're an American. If you got an American passport, because of the banking. And when we have
I'd
to
be
pay-
shocked if he still is still an American. I'd be shocked if he's still an American.
Oh,
But I
okay.
don't know. I'm talking out of my ass here. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. You know, I've never. Hey, Richard, yo.
My nomad capitalist style. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Shout out to him, right? But it's kind of crazy. So that's one thing, right? Now the other thing is so if they win this case against this and then Richard has to settle, right? I mean, it probably will be less than $40 million. I'm guessing, because if they charged EOS $24 million for basically stealing somewhere between $3 to $6 billion, and they got counted as security, they got slapped on the wrist, paid $24 million, got to keep the other billions, right? If they're saying it looks like to me like they're charging Hex with $1 billion, or the whole thing, the whole suit's just $1 billion.
I can't see Richard compromising though. man.
I don't see it either.
You know what
I
I'm
don't see it either. I see him fighting it, but at some point he'll probably have to I guess so, and then who knows what happens, or maybe I don't know how magically the money just moved from DAI to this and it just transferred it to there, whatever it is, right? But if that does happen, that it'll probably be less. It probably be less than. But unless they're trying to be fucking total cunts, they'll be 50 million or 30 million or 20. But it should be less.
It is a total of 4 tokens. They didn't mention the incentive token in that lawsuit. I didn't see it there, bro.
No, it's just the main. No, they're just talking about projects, so things that launch. So because they're saying Hex is one thing,
and
Pulse Chain was a separate launch.
And there's 2
then
different
Pulse
types of
X.
hexes too. So which one are they referring to on the lawsuit? I think they're talking about P hex because it says hex.
Yeah.
And then E hex is literally called E hex on Ethereum side.
Yeah, I think they're talking about original Hex.
Okay.
I think because they're talking about the AA lobby and all that stuff in the Ethereum there, and then Pulse Chain's that hex and there's that P hex there. But regardless or not, if they come after Pulse Chain's the same thing. I mean, it's just it doesn't matter, right? But the one good thing about this whole event is really that it's really great for the movie.
Yeah.
It's
Perfect
fabulous for the movie.
I would imagine that the Heist Estate guys, the direct, because they have nothing to do with Richard. They just they've interviewed Richard and they got him in the movie, but they didn't. It was not Richard's movie. There's stuff that Richard wanted done that they didn't listen to him about. This was like an individual sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I could see these Hollywood guys, the guys who made the movie from the Heist of Stakes and stuff. They're probably really happy this happened. Now they're not going to say that publicly, but I could imagine they're very happy that this happens. Yes, the movie's going to sell better. More people are going to see, because this is what you want, right? Netflix wants this kind of drama. They love any financial sort of stuff. This is actually really good for the Heist of Stakes. It probably will get more people into Hex, or at least learn about it. 2, it's all the stuff that's happened with the SEC and especially the Uniswap stuff has galvanized. There's a lot of crypto people that even though I don't like Hex, I'm now I support Hex on this. This is bullshit. What the fuck, Uniswap? There's Gold Key posted this earlier. Shout out to Gold Key. He posted this earlier that there's people infighting inside of the Discord chats for Uniswap right now. It's saying like, what the fuck are you guys doing, dude?
Yeah,
This
dude.
is crazy.
Yesterday I checked the charts, man. They had a bearish engulfing candle yesterday, man.
I love it.
Good. I was in.
It better.
Dude, I had a dream, right? Not, like I really had this dream like maybe 3 days ago or 2 days when the whole news dropped on Uniswap. Let's see the last 90 days. Yeah, it's like you share the screen. Yeah, the last 90 days it's like $5, dropped down to $4, and then it's basically the news dropped right here. So it's come down a little bit, but I mean, this is just not a good look for Uniswap. It's still being used a lot, obviously, because that's where all the liquidity is at right now. But this is just not a great look for Uniswap, really. But the one dream I had is like I dreamed that like Brian Armstrong from Coinbase delisted Uniswap.
That would be off the
and then
chain,
listed Hex because they're already in a deep amount of shit anyway. So at this point, if I was Brian Armstrong, I'd just go down. I mean, I'd just start swinging because it like think how smart it would be for this man to actually delist Uniswap. One, there's two ways to do it. He could add Hex, which is the next level, but let's just say we are delisting Uniswap from trading because it is a fake decentralized exchange. Boom, and we believe in freedom of speech and all that stuff. I implore a lot of the other major U.S. exchanges to also delist Uniswap. Then knowing the Gemini twins and stuff. If you actually read this book right here, Bitcoin Billionaires, it might be behind you. Yeah, behind him.
I've got it digitized.
The Winklevoss twins are just really good dudes and stuff like that. So I'd imagine if they saw that stuff, you know what, screw that. They would probably delist it from Gemini as well. Yeah. And this is what the market has to talk. If they don't want to listen to money, right? And I really believe if Brian Armstrong led the charge and said we're delisting Uniswap, I think that would and then and then I would really even say put 1 inch on notice as well for you shouldn't be geolocking people from decentralized exchange. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. So I understand everyone's like, oh, I love 1 inch and stuff because it's I get to auto route through all this stuff and everything like that. But it's the same thing too. They geolock the United States.
I think
and you have to use even if you have to use a VPN, you shouldn't have to use a VPN.
Yeah, it's bullshit, bro.
You should just for
imagine a Robert Kennedy one, bro. Imagine, I hope, dude. Not that I'd vote for the guy, bro.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'd vote. But it's just like if Trump's running, bro, you can't win.
You can't
he's not
going
to win.
Now this is wild. This is wild.
Okay, go for it.
Check this out. Let's say Robert Kennedy runs he loses the primary in the Democratic Party, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Trump picks him up as his VP. Oh shit,
My
dog.
God.
That would be wild, bro. You get a lot of the older Democrats that would end up voting for Trump because Robert Kennedy's in the frickin' as the vice.
It's gonna start steamrolling through everybody.
I hope so.
Now Robert Kennedy has stated he wants to run third party.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna win.
I'm saying, well, yeah, but regardless, it turns into a Ross Perot situation.
Yeah, it cuts votes away.
It cuts Biden. They're gonna have to pump up that.
But does that really hurt Biden though, or does it hurt Trump more?
Because he's a little bit more liberal. He's big on the whole freaking the green energy and things of that nature.
Yeah. So he hurts both sides.
He's an old school Democrat. That's what he is.
Okay, where does he take more votes from? If he launches, right, does he take more Republican votes away?
He takes the old Democratic vote from the Democratic Party. That's what I think he does because he is running as a Democrat.
Okay. Interesting.
So it turns into a Ross Perot situation for him. So they're really going to have to amp up that freaking ballot harvesting in all those states where they like to do the ballot harvesting. Mm-hmm. Now I'm hoping the Republicans and Trump, they end up doing this. They end up freaking applying ballot harvesting as well as it's permitted. I heard that in Orange County, Republicans actually won in Orange County because they were applying the whole ballot harvesting thing going on. They went to the churches, they went to the gun shops, and they went to the veterans of foreign wars, bro. They dropped off ballot boxes there, picked up a bunch of freaking ballots, stuffed the freaking box the same way the Democrats are doing it.
Yeah.
Fight fire with fire, I say.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Hey, no, we got to make it illegal.
All of a sudden.
Yo, hold up. Wait. But Ross Perot, I voted for that dude. SMO Sniper, that's funny as hell, man.
It's Spider.
Oh yeah, SMO Spider. Yeah. So let's see. Art says rumor is that Uniswap lost over 300K users. Good, dude. It's been so long since we played a Pepe. All right, just for you, Art. Play Pepe.
Dude,
Sheesh.
this is a pretty funny comment. Ivan from New Mexico.
What?
With this stream, I can pump my bags and my biceps.
Yes, sir.
Kyle, get to the super chats, man.
All right, I got
let's
you,
go.
man.
Let's go through all the super chats.
Yeah, we got Parrish 313 with the $5 super chat. Hey DCC, do you have any price predictions for 9-inch airdrop? And where did ETH go?
Yeah, where did the ETH go? So like 9-inch is launching their first official like meme coin on the platform.
Yeah.
But
I thought they already did on Pulse Chain.
No, they're launching. I think they're launching it now. Or I'm not sure if it's out right now.
I think I saw one on Pulse
Yeah.
Chain sites. Where did the ETH go?
Yeah, where did the ETH go? Yeah, it's the whole joke.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah. But this is also thing. But 9-inch hasn't launched yet. Like, so launch your token first, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't give price predictions on tokens that haven't launched.
Okay.
Like I just don't like. There's like
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
like there's fairy dust there. But I do think now because of the stuff with Richard, I bet you he's kind of I wouldn't say afraid, but it's actually really good for 9-inch actually, because I think before this whole SEC shit went down, I think if 9-inch would have launched, then the BBC token would have got out. The BBC token is fundamentally, I'm saying that very loosely here, it's a meme coin token, yield farm token.
Yeah.
It does have more fundamentals than the incentive token. So I was fully expecting, because what happens is every time, if you launch a project on Pulse Chain and it's not directly competing against any direct Richard Hart tokens, nothing happens. You're good, right?
Yeah,
but if you launch a competitor and it's actually gaining traction, Richard adds upgrades to tokens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm fully expecting, when 9-inch launches and the BBC tokens, gets a good week run.
I like that competition, man.
Yeah, that's
it
good.
forces Richard to improve,
No, it definitely does. But now with all the SEC stuff, you may actually see where Richard may not be able to do upgrades unless it's very like, hey, this magic thing just happened.
Yeah,
he may
man.
not announce it. It may just happen.
Just do it.
Just do it and stuff. So we'll have to see if he does do it, but he may have to just let it go.
That means MetaMask token may be on standby then.
Yeah. And then here's the thing too is that if you actually look at what's going on with the validators and stuff like that, Richard doesn't control any validators, so the whole thing is controlled by the community anyway now. So someone would have to put some of these things into place in terms of, and sort of like certain upgrades on Pulse Chain itself. But I think PulseX there's still some stuff there. So we'll see there.
Then we got Make Moves with the €2. So do we stop DCAing into Hex, PHEX, etc.?
It is up to you. It's up to you, man. I can't, this is not financial advice. I can't tell you what to do.
Man, not financial advice. I wouldn't. I'd keep on buying, man.
Yeah. But
That's me. That's not financial advice, though.
I bought the dip right now. I wasn't shaken by this stuff, but this morning I bought, at the gym, literally at the gym, I bought some Ethereum. I bought some more Ethereum today. So I'm still stacking on ETH, but I will say this though. Now Ethereum, I feel like Ethereum's more gains, but I want to give this a little asterisk here. If the stuff goes down with Hex, Ethereum's next, and then Ethereum could have a nice 50+% drop or more.
ETH.
ETH.
So you're talking about $1,000 ETH.
So okay, if ETH could drop to $1,000 or back to 800 or back to its low again, if the SEC starts coming after, hey, it is a security, and they start really going after them, I would imagine this is happening sometime deep into next year. Maybe Ethereum's maybe $5,000-$10,000 somewhere in that range. But let's just say it's $8,000. Maybe it drops back down to fucking 2 Gs off of people just freaking the fuck out about it. That's gonna happen. It could happen. That's why when you're up a multiple,
Dude, I got a little bit greedy with the ETH, man, when it went down to 890, bro. I was waiting for it to get to 790, bro. And I missed out on that.
Dang. I didn't. But no. I bought it. I didn't buy it 700. I bought it 8. I bought it 8 and some change. Yeah, I didn't catch. There's always some guys in the chat like, haha, Miguel, I bought 7. Good asses.
We've got Make Money saying, make moves, my sister's here.
Make money, make moves, my sister's here. That's funny. So let me see one. Thailand says opinion on Zcash. Now, okay, Zcash is a very important privacy coin in the world, right? Monero and Zcash are the top 2 privacy coins. A lot of the technology that's on Ethereum and a lot of ZK rollups and all this stuff, it comes from Zcash. The problem is it hasn't performed very well in the last 2 cycles in terms of it. Obviously, the 2017 cycle it did pretty well, and then the 2021 cycle not so much.
Okay.
And it's still it's because the government. The reason people are a little skittish about investing into putting significant amounts of their capital into these coins outside of diehards is because they think the government could clamp down on, because just like they did Tornado.cash, it's like, oh fuck, am I going to get in trouble if I use, that is wrong, by the way. They shouldn't be able to do that. But this is the same thing with the Hex stuff. The Hex stuff's a lot more grayer, where the Tornado.cash, a lot of people are using that so they could hide from taxes and do all this other stuff. So, if you use Tornado.cash in the past, from the best of my knowledge, you should be okay. But if you use it today, you can get in some serious trouble.
Damn, son.
Serious trouble.
The kid that designed it, I heard he got arrested and stuff.
Yeah, they put him in jail. Yeah.
Damn.
Dude,
So-
wow, that's crazy, dude. Just
Z-
for designing it.
Yeah, and so Monero, I mean, even though Fluffy Pony didn't create, I mean, who knows who created Monero, right? But Fluffy Pony was kind of like the spiritual leader of Monero. They picked his ass up at the San Francisco airport on a connecting flight back to Singapore, and he's still, from best of my knowledge, he's still arrested. He got arrested. I don't know. He's still in jail right now.
That's
It's
wild,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, what the hell did that guy do, right? But the Tornado. Yeah, I mean they're doing all these crazy little things right now, right? So now from there, Zcash has a lot of great technology. It's great, but I know Gary, the numbers guy, he likes it and stuff as a stable coin and stuff. I mean,
Dude, that was a wild stream
yeah,
you did, bro.
Gary. But I don't like Zcash in terms of as an investment. Now, if I ever was to use it for I feel it's a utility token for me, where if I wanted to use it to get something privately, I get it. But as an actual an investment, I don't feel like it really will
Is
do
Zcash
well.
an ERC20? Is it an Ethereum based token?
No, well, if I remember the original version, yes, but but I think it's on its own chain now and stuff
Okay.
like that. Yeah. I do specifically remember it. Just, but the thing is, this is such a long time ago. This is I'm coming back from 2017. It may have been on. It may have already had its. It was integrated into a wallet already at that
Roger
point.
that.
So it could have been in its own blockchain at that point. But yeah. Oh, is Fluffy Pony free now? You see. I guess he's free now. I guess, but they picked him up at the San Francisco airport and stuff, which is really weird, by the way, too. He was one of the first guys I've seen actually with a Richard Mill and stuff.
Wow.
As well, this is back in the day too and stuff. So I was like, dang,
Okay, then we have Top Ghost with the $4.99 super chat. What computer, mic, camera do you
Oh, wait,
recommend?
we answered that one
already.
Oh, you already
We
did?
already covered
Okay,
that
never
one.
mind. Then we got BRS with the $5, I think. The Coast Fiat on-ramp hasn't launched yet. Apparently tomorrow. Can't be that hard to build. Do you think it's a scam?
I don't think it's a scam. They're working hard at stuff, but I haven't used it. The guys seem to be doing a good job. They did lose their banking partner and they got another one. But don't onboard all your money through there. Don't onboard your own money through all these other ones and stuff. I mean, you had people you have to be careful. It's just really sad to say this, but the safest way to onboard capital is through the major exchanges. It really is. It's just using fucking Ethereum and just moving it off
Running through Coinbase,
Kraken, and all this stuff.
I mean,
versus the other things but have these things as an option, right? Spin plates, right?
Yeah.
But just be careful and stuff. And there's no knock against Coast or anything like that, of course, right? But it works pretty well. So Portal X is working pretty good and stuff like that. But
I haven't tried Portal X. I heard it's off the chain though, man. I gotta check that shit out.
people are liking that one too as well and stuff. The same thing with me. I have no need to use it. Yeah. This is the problem. It's I've been in crypto so long that I can onboard money very easily through any of these other means. I don't I'm not making $50, $100, $500 purchases. I'm usually making very larger, significant purchases and stuff. So I just go through the major exchanges and move it to where I need to move it from there, and then put it into my own custody, right? So now, not saying never, but there's extremely low chance Coinbase is rugging your funds basically.
That is wild, man.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of freaking wallets and things of that nature, man, I heard Coffee, he's going over to another wallet. He's no longer going to start running MetaMask.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. I didn't get to check out his video, but I think I saw the video saying that he was switching over to another wallet now.
Internet Money?
Could be, I think so.
Because I'm gonna have shout out to him, but I'm gonna have him on next week. We're still working on some times because we have the party. The part. I'm sorry, you guys. I missed a lot of streams this week and stuff. I did do that emergency stream with the Richard Hart versus the SEC stream, but damn, this stuff all happened in a very bad week for me, man. We've been planning stuff and getting a lot. He knows how much shit we got planned for this whole weekend, dude. It all from now.
Estás hasta el tronco, camarada.
Dude, from now until Monday, bro, it's packed. Yeah, packed.
Hasta el tronco.
So, yes, he did Internet Money Mask. Hey, that's cool. I mean, he's a good dude and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. So let's see. Art says Portal X worked great for me, but do your transactions walk away and be in your Pulse chain network immediately? Yeah. Me, I don't mind doing an extra step and stuff like that. It just is what it is. Now, I have said this warning to some people and stuff like that. Look, Only there's people who do this shit all the time, and I've disrecommended this even on Phantom or any other blockchain. Okay, real USDC, real Tether is on Ethereum.
Yeah, the original.
The originals are on there. Now, there is blockchains where USDC and DAI and all these things are. Okay, let me ask you guys. Let me ask the chat a question. Is the money that was sacrificed for Pulse Chain, is it on Ethereum or Pulse Chain? That DAI. Was it bridged over? Or
Ethereum.
Is it still on Ethereum?
Yeah.
Now, if you're gonna buy a lot of coins, you then bridge over your money, buy your coins, and you're in coins. I do not trust any of the stables yet.
Yeah. You're talking about the stables pulse chain side, right?
Yeah. Yet, maybe liquid loans or some of these other coins could change the fact, but none of these coins have. Dude, 95% of these SACs have launched anything. Buck, Buck's pretty much the only guy that's launched anything really, and they're about to launch the fiat coin on Pulse Chain finally. I think in the next week or two or something like that, right?
Yeah,
I'm
gonna wait for a dip on that sucker.
Yeah, of course. There's gonna be a dip. Of course, there's always a dip, right? So for people who didn't SAC, maybe there might be a nice price and stuff on that. So cool. Flux, they've launched Flux, that, and then eFiat. So tight. All that's launched, and then at some point the real crowning jewel is going to be when the famous, right?
Yeah.
But there's going to be real projects that's really launched much things at all on Pulse Chain. Now we're waiting for liquid loans. Mintra's going to launch at some point. Power City. There's a lot of, and then there's a ton of other ones that are more micro cap SACs. And I am a little afraid that a lot of the micro cap stuff things that were like 1 to 10 million.
Yeah.
Are going to get there's a good chance more than half of them are rugging.
Probably, dude.
Mostly because they're probably scared, and the other side too is like, oh, this is a good opportunity to run.
There's
too.
probably more FUD en route, bro. The SEC's not stopping there.
Exactly. As someone went Spider. Yeah, Buck said this month. Yeah, but technically, off of when they originally said this on stream and stuff, it's been lagged out already too. But I know it's because of this event that happened. Of course, I don't blame it. But I can be more confident on them launching their thing than other people because other people haven't launched their shit either. So I'm just saying, it's sort of like that. It's sort of like there's this whole Simpsons reference I had of Mr. Burns and stuff where he has every disease on the planet and he's like, you should be dead, but all the diseases can't fit through the door. So he's like, so you're saying I'm invincible? No. I'm just saying is if one disease goes through and stuff, you're gonna die invincible. so that's kind of what's going on. Is they're all at the door and once we start getting a couple of these, I think once a liquid loan or one of these other launches, time's ticking now, because once these major ones start launching, where are the rest of you fucking bozos? Why don't you launch anything?
Yeah, man.
They're gonna be on their fucking ass, right? So, yeah, it just is what it is.
Okay, we got Tom C with the $9.99 super chat. Hey DCC, I've been DCAing into Pulse. Should I be sending USDC or ETH over the bridge? I've been sending USDC. Thanks.
I personally like Ethereum. I like sending Ethereum over the bridge. Myself personally, people do USDC and stuff like that, but that's what I do myself.
Dude, I'm really starting to like USDT, man.
Yeah. Now
everybody shits on USDT, bro, and they've always done that with the FUD,
forever.
bro. But it always holds the freaking line, dude.
Yeah.
Time and time again.
Now, okay, so I don't know. This is weird. There's some really weird shit going on right now where there's a lot more on-chain Tether than there is USDC right now. It looks like people are dumping US. I don't know what's going on, but there's some weird shit happening on Ethereum right now. We're we'll see and stuff. But I mean, so when somebody was talking about what was that huge trade or whatever, right? So what happened was when there was that whole unpegging and stuff.
You talk about USDC, right?
USD. So Tether held its peg, and USDC broke its peg, and then DAI broke its peg, right? Well, what happened was somebody in the universe, I don't know who could possibly control the wallets, they turned a lot of Tether into DAI, and then DAI recollateralized itself, and then there was a big gain in capital because they were able to buy 80 cent, 90 cent DAI for $1 turned into 1.2 DAI, and then when it went to $1, boom, gained. There was other sacrifices and stuff for I don't want to say that, I don't want to make fun of the projects, but there's other projects who did the same thing, who did it incorrectly and lost $6 million.
Damn, son.
Yeah, so there's some people who had SAC funds who they sacrifice wallets for other not rich or hurt ones.
Yeah, you got to be safe with this shit, man.
Yeah.
Especially when it's large sums of money like that.
Yeah, and then especially if you're anyway, but that's kind of what's going on now.
Dude,
so.
if it wasn't for you and Charlie, man, I would have freaking gotten myself wrecked a long time ago, man.
Hey, brother.
Okay.
No, man, we be out here, brother, man. But the thing is, regardless or not, the market's the market. You know, that's the thing. It's like, it's tough in a bear market, but in a bull, you know, all sins are forgiven. This is why we say it's a game of attrition. In a bull market, everyone's up. Everyone's up stupid.
I remember I texted you, man, when Bitcoin and when Charlie confirmed that Bitcoin had already hit its bottom, bro, and was going into a bull market.
Yeah.
I remember texting you, man. That's it?
Yep.
That's it? Is this the shit you were talking about that is going to be really bad? Then this shit happen.
I mean, everyone was waiting for $11,000 BTC. Maybe we'll hit again if we get the ultra FUD. Let's just say everything goes bad. SEC this, SEC that, security this. Everything goes bad.
We are going into a recession, man.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we've been in a recession since the middle of 20.
They changed the definition of it.
They changed it. Now, I mean, it's getting so long now in the tooth that, I mean, are we technically going to be into depression?
Yeah.
Man.
Are we in a depression? Because I forgot what the term for depression was in terms of like not what you soy boys are into, but like what a financial sense. Because like it's 2 negative quarters of GDP growth for a recession, and I forgot. I don't know if it's 1 full year or 2 years
to be a depression.
To be a depression, but. That's kind of how it is right there.
Dude, as soon as a depression hits, bro, they're gonna start talking about the grays, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Know what I mean?
Now the grays, yeah, right. But this is why we tell you guys, like, people make fun of. Like, I've had people tell, like, why do you guys tell people to get into Ethereum, bro? Because look, let's just say if you had half a ETH and then you had your position. Now you over time you can be a big boy and a big girl and you can choose your portfolio allocation however you like. But when people ask us, hey, what would you do if you're starting off half ETH or half Bitcoin, half ETH? And then the other 50% into some good alt positions, L1s, and then some other stuff, right? That's what you do, right? Or maybe like for people who like Pulse Chain, they'd be 30-40%, and then, but that's your choice, right?
Now, for the boots that are barely coming into crypto, which wallet would you recommend if they're not doing ETH, but they're doing Bitcoin? You don't want to keep them on the exchange on Coinbase.
No, I mean, you can use, there's Exodus, Trust Wallet. Obviously, I mean, you would just...
User-friendly for a brand new boot, bro.
It'd probably be Coinbase Wallet just at least they don't own their keys, but that's not the best. But it is the user friendly because you can hold Bitcoin on there. But eventually I'd want them on a Trezor because there's Bitcoin. It's having it on a Trezor and stuff. But it's tippy toes. People, it's the tougher it is. The thing is like it's like these half steps in order to get people into the thing where like everyone's like, you need to do this. If you actually gave the laundry list of what people had to do, people would be like, this shit is so complex.
Dude, it is so freaking difficult to onboard somebody onto crypto, especially on exchanges, homie.
Dude, it's tough. That's why you have to buy some Ethereum on Coinbase. That's all you say. Okay, that's not too easy. Then they say, hey, what do I do next? Then there's this step. Oh, just one step? Yeah. And by the time they look back, like the 1,000-mile journey stops with the first step, right? After they've taken a couple of steps and they look back, they're like, damn, I'm rich. I'm already like pretty ahead. This is what we do in the course is if we just expedite it, is that we do this and 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 this. And by the time they finish the course, they're like, dude, I know more. Like, and they talk to some of their buddies. They know more shit about crypto than their buddies who've been in space for like 3 years. It's because a lot of people are really bad at teaching themselves at all. So we teach them the for sure basics that are legit as fuck. We get them to intermediate. Then from there, like anyone that promises you take one course, you take even a year-long course and you be advanced is crazy. You need time in the market, right? Yeah. But like we can get a person from knowing nothing to like they're on DeFi, they're yield farming, they could stake Hex, they could I wouldn't recommend staking Ethereum, but like you can take your Ethereum, you can move it here, you can bridge it here, you can yield farm on OP, you can do this, you can be an Arbitrum, this is GameFi, like all this shit. Try to learn that by yourself in 1 year. You can't unless you're an extremely like if it's your mega passion. If it's your mega passion, you could do it in a year. But I mean, it already takes a pretty high intellect sort of person. So we can take people even like I'm not saying like low spectrum, but like we can take people who don't like already just like this is like I just want to have an investment here, and get to this point where like they've caught up to like dudes in their year 3.
Yeah, dude,
and stuff. It's insane.
I remember the first token I got onto was Shiba Inu, and for about
Yeah,
no, and for about 8 or 9 months, bro, I kept listening to Coin Bureau videos. And I didn't understand a thing he was talking about, bro. Yeah. It's not until I had my consultation with you and you taught me how to use Spooky Swap.
Yep.
Once I learned Spooky Swap, that was it, man.
It's because there's all types of different learners, visual guys, there's audio guys, and then there's tactile guys. Yeah. Which is I'm more of a audio and tactile guy. I have to use I can listen to stuff. I'm a really good listener and stuff. That sounds so weird saying that out loud. I'm a really good audio listener and stuff because I was forced to because my work and stuff conditions. Then from there, once I do it, you understand it really well. It's like reading the book and then you can do it right. So this is why like very very hands on. Once we get people to like onboard a crypto where like we got everyone holding our hands and then we're just taking them to the deep end, but we're not letting them go. and then they're playing around. They're like, oh wow, this is so easy. It's not so hard. Then once they've done it, this is why I like teaching on Phantom, is because they know how to use. Once you know how to do everything on Phantom, you go on every other blockchain. You've already learned 80% of the game.
Exactly.
And now it's just learning the little intricacies. Like it's like this is a little different here. This has inflation there. What about this? Does market cap? Does market cap matter? Yes and no. What do you mean yes and no? Yeah, yes and no. It's both. It just depends, right? So there's like it's all these 50 Shades of Grey. Lol. Some people get pegged, but like there's all these fucking different shades. And after they learn all these shades and stuff like that, then they kind of get it. Like what's like the middle ground and stuff. It's like saying are people truly good or truly evil? It's shades. Yeah. It's shades. And then some people are very, like, I would say evil in this, but they're very good in that. Like, there's very evil men that treat their family very well. And there's very good men, society-wise, that are very horrible people to their family. Yeah. So it's a lot. People are complex. So that's also cryptos as well. And so this is why, like, one of the original memes that we did in CMC was, like, you had Alex Mashinsky and Richard Hart. You had the Jedi and the Sith. But I said, but who's the Jedi? Who's the Sith?
Yeah, everybody thought Mashinsky was the Jedi,
was the Jedi. No, he wasn't. He wasn't at all. And me and Charlie were giving hints at that. Like this guy's a great speaker. He was an incredible salesman.
Dude, what turned me on about Richard Hart is his shit talking skills, bro.
Yeah,
I love dudes that know how to talk shit.
Yeah,
I'm saying Floyd Mayweather, Richard Hart, McGregor.
Yeah, them
type of people, bro. What about you, Kylo? When did you start getting into freaking crypto, bro? Into DeFi per se?
DeFi, honestly, I really got straight in when Uniswap had their airdrop.
Yeah, what year was that?
That was 2020.
2020? Yeah, I got in 2021. Hence why freaking...
Yeah.
I didn't recognize that.
Exactly. And then Miguel got me into Celsius, and I started playing around with Phantom, started fucking around. I got so sad. I was with Grant. I had Grant some money in that shit. Bro, I sold it right before it pumped. I got so fucking mad.
Yeah, man. I think the biggest mistake everybody makes, bro, is that everybody does all their purchases and sells via lump sum.
Yes.
That's a big freaking problem, dude.
Yeah, because initially, I didn't have fucking 40, 50,000 to play with. I only had like a couple grand here and there, whatever I could save. So I made my money with Uniswap, swapped that out, brought into Celsius, made my X's. I was like, okay, I got a little bit of a bag to start playing. Then my brother said, oh shit, maybe you should, buy some ETH and keep it there. And I'm like, oh yeah, sounds about smart. Let me do that. And then finally, when Phantom started coming around, I started making some more X's on there. And that's when my mind got opened up.
Generation X, bro. It's related to what you're talking about. Generation X. If you were a libertarian, one of our favorite politicians was Ron Paul. I don't know if you remember him. Yeah, he was probably like the head of like the whole libertarian movement. And Ron Paul, believe it or not, even though as much as I liked him and as much as I read his book End the Fed, he kind of screwed me over because he didn't screw me over personally. It was my own fault. He said, "Why are you investing in Bitcoin? It's not backed by anything." And I remember my dad was telling me, "Hey, why don't we look into Bitcoin?" And I was like, "No lo compres. Don't buy it because it's not backed by anything." Yeah. And then before you know it, Bitcoin's freaking $42,000, bro, and people freaking like. And then my dad confronted me. I thought you said not to buy Bitcoin. I'm like, dude, I was listening to freaking Ron Paul, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just with at least my situation, Miguel had to deal with a lot of shit with family members, saying, not our main family, but, extended family members saying, this shit ain't real. This is not real. It's fake.
It's not backed
money.
By anything.
It's not backed by anything. This is all internet money, yada, yada, yada. And I was just like, no, well, we're gonna show you that we can make money in this.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
What was the first token you ever got into?
First token was Ethereum.
Ether.
Yep.
Just like Charlie.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Mine was Shiba, bro.
I wanted to buy Doge. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But Miguel was like, no.
No. Well, what I'm gonna do? I mean, I'm gonna continue buying some Pulse Chain. I'm gonna continue buying some P hacks and some E hacks, a little bit here and there. But I do intend to get half now of Bitcoin, and then I want to get a portion of Doge. Yeah. Because Elon Musk is making moves on that shit. Yeah, it's a given. It's gonna work. You know what I mean? Miguel gave me a dirty look when I told him, "Yeah, man, I'm thinking about getting a little bit of XRP."
You trying to get these them boys on me and stuff, man? But no, I support the XRP guys, but the same, they're pretty in bed with the W,
Yeah, of course.
the world,
And they
organization.
dump on their freaking community a lot, bro. And the community doesn't ever
Much
see
less
it.
than Chainlink.
Yeah.
Like shout out to Somi and stuff like that. Like I've got a lot of respect for Somi. He's done a lot of great work in the Pulse Chain community. He's been tweeting so much like a machine.
Dude,
especially,
freaking Australians are cool as hell, dog.
yeah, they really
The
are, man.
Aussies.
I don't get the whole infatuation with Chainlink. I respectfully, like I like the guy a lot and stuff. I definitely have a stream with him, but basically, yeah, I don't get the whole. I fucking hate Chainlink personally, and I really do think I've said this, man.
Yeah.
Fuck Chainlink. Fuck Chainlink first and foremost. But I respect but I'm also a profit maxi in a way, with a golden heart, right?
Yeah, whatever pumps, man. Whatever
Yeah.
can make you, except freaking WorldCoin. I ain't touching that shit.
Yeah, I ain't touching that shit.
And
Right?
then,
Though. I buy it and just dump it later, and then like I'm out. But no, but like,
dude, you're always taking a dump on me for buying Zen, homie. You know?
dude, how'd that go for? But I know you mint it. I know you
Yeah,
mint
yeah,
it. I know you mint it and stuff like that. But like, there's a lot of like, I just want to say names and stuff because like, but like I should at some point because at some point I'll just stop giving a fuck and I'll just start really just fucking slinging these names out.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of people who made a lot of money on Zen, and it wasn't most of the community. I promise you that.
It was not most of the community.
Yeah,
shit.
no. It was a couple
Yeah.
influencers and a couple people got early on mints and do it.
Yeah.
But after a lot, it was not. And then most people, because they don't understand, just like it's a new type of coin, right? This coin is like, it's sort of like a yield. It's technically kind of like a yield farm coin, except the yield farm is minting.
Yeah.
Now I know there's a bunch more other coins. Here's another problem he's also having. He's launching too many fucking
Dude,
tokens.
you beat me to it. I was gonna say that. That's my only problem with this ecosystem, bro. Is that there's too much shit going on.
Vent on this motherfucker. Go. Go.
That there's too much shit going on, bro. You can't catch up, and not everybody has as much money to be investing in every single coin, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stretches out the ecosystem.
Exactly. You know what
Well,
I'm
it's
saying?
that you don't know what to buy. This is the whole thing. So we look at all the problems we've had we've had with Hex and the whole Pulse Chain ecosystem once we launched. All we really have is like 4 outside of the great like Hedron and some of these other.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the main Richard Hart tokens, right? There's 4 to buy. That's it. And most people are fudding eHex, which I understand.
Yeah.
But even then, okay, there's 3 tokens, right? Even there being 3 tokens to buy, right? You don't have to buy the incentive token. You yield farm that if you want to. There's Pulse Chain, PHEX, and PulseX. And then even then, people are fucking like, PulseX a piece of shit. Like they're like, you've got Buck and them making fun of like my boy Westcott. And Westcott's clapping back. It's a huge gang warfare and stuff like that. But like, it's all love there. But honestly, it's just great exposure for both of them. So shout out to them, man. But with all the media engagement.
I like the battle plan you came up with that you're doing 40, 20, 20, 10.
Yeah, splits and stuff, yeah. It just all depends on what you have too much of.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people had Pulse. Most people, like I don't give a fuck. Even guys who are like making fun of people having PulseX, I know for a fact they have a lot of PulseX.
Yeah. They're
Just
talking shit about Pulse.
They're just talking about shit about PulseX and stuff. But you can look at the wallets. It's fine,
Yeah.
But there's this big thing too that I have there's a privacy thing, right? That even though I could I know people's wallets, I could track things and stuff. I don't want to do that too much and shit in terms of because I think that's kind of wrong.
Yeah.
There should this is the whole thing where there should be privacy, right? You shouldn't be able to look into people's I get it. The scam it helps the scammers out. It does. It definitely does because then you don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're like, oh fuck, but there's an inherent unprivacy that doesn't exist. There should be some privacy there. You shouldn't be able to look in someone's bank account to know what much they
Yeah, I
had.
concur, man.
It's just a lot of stuff that's wrong.
What do we start paying our employees in Bitcoin or something?
And Bitcoin and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, boss, what the fuck happened? Why'd you fucking you put a loan on fucking Curve? Really, whatever the fuck you did, dude." And then on top of that, the Curve founder. Have you kept up on what's happening with Curve?
No, I heard about it, bro. I'm too busy with freaking Pulse Chain.
Bro, it's just thing after thing after thing, bro. So the Curve founder ends up depositing basically all his Curve tokens, takes a fucking gigantic $40+ million loan, then buys himself a fucking mansion house in fucking these fucking Australians, dude. Now, I'm not talking shit here, but okay, here we go. But Synthetics launched first. That's Kane Warwick, right?
Yeah, the Warwicks.
The Warwicks, right? He basically created yield farming with Synthetics. A lot of the people who were on Synthetics early then went on to launch Curve Finance, then Convex, right? Which is the main thing these can do is basically make stable coins not rug each other. Just keep them at $1.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. And then you can yield farm other stuff that wants stability and stuff like that. Basically, you can if you have a lot of curve, you can vote this way, and then more yield farm rewards go there, then more money. So it keeps your coin paired, or it forces liquidity there for your project. That's what it is. And then you could also borrow and lend money there, and then also on Aave and shit, right? So there's a lot of stuff going down where like the curve. So Kane Warwick. There's not me talking shit, but there's just facts. Kane Warwick, the founder of Synthetics, during, I think, late 21, early 22, bought like multiple 20, 40, $50 million properties in Australia. Multiple. I think the game plan came from, I don't know, the Aussies. I'll just say Aussies. That's all I'm going to say. Then from there, right, I mean, then his brother launches Luvium, Kieran Warwick. And then obviously the Curve guy is a founder and stuff. Obviously, I would imagine that he knows the Warwicks and stuff like that. And then this dude just for some fucking random reason takes all his Curve and just borrows on it, endangers his token, and then from there buys himself like a $40 million mansion. All I'm saying right now is factual. And watch this. These purchases were so gigantic, it made the fucking Australian news.
Was he trying to do this on purpose, bro? I mean, obviously you're gonna gain a lot of attention when you do shit like that.
It's something crazy. Something crazy is happening. I have no idea what's going on. Like,
a lot of shit under the surface, man.
Most people don't know. Also they don't understand either as well and stuff. What's kind of going on as well. Like it is a crazy. It's a crazy sort of thing going on and stuff like that. I'll see if I can find the exact tweet and stuff like that if I can find it. But Kyle, is there any more super chats?
Yeah, we got more. We got the Herc with 99 South African Rand. Keep those 2025 gains in mind, DCA, and do your own research. Then we have Make Moves again with the it's not pounds, it's euros. €2. Thoughts on PI and CoinCola?
I don't really have any thoughts on that.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
man.
Okay. Then we got Compton 310 with the $5 super chat. Do you see any more dumps on Pulse and Pulse X?
What we talked about earlier.
Yeah, what we talked about. But
yeah.
yes, from here, if we the only other thing is maybe like we had some weird shit where like they wouldn't allow it in movie theaters or some shit, and they're like banning it off a movie. Like it'd have to be something like that. Or,
What do you mean banning it off movie
like
theaters?
like for some government agency put pressure on Regal theaters. And
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. But
they couldn't do it with Sounds of Freedom.
But I can't say
Yeah.
never. I can't say never.
Yeah.
So like possibly, but that would be a crazy lawsuit for Regal. Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be in some bro. There's that, and then there's I guess just there's this action here. Cool but then if the SEC continues and says like they start demanding things, like if Gary Gensler starts doing more extra stuff,
Yeah.
then that could cause another FUD event, which is crazy because they'll buy more cheaper. Cool, right? But yeah.
I got a feeling Gary Gensler's gonna end up working for BlackRock, bro. Once he gets
It
out.
basically is. I mean,
He has a spot right there.
I mean, them
open
boys,
for him.
right? I mean, let's not talk about him.
Yeah.
The reason he's in the position he's in is because of fucking SBF's dad.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then we got Ivan from New Mexico with the $5 super chat. Sup, vatos? I'm excited to meet y'all in Vegas. The movie is going to be excellent.
Right. Now, full screen me for 1 second. On Twitter. Please. There you go. So, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the last few days have been a long month. This is this is less than a week. All this happened. Right? V-Viper exploit, which is basically it's basically an Ethereum / like other coin pool and stuff that's on Curve. Then that was the big first one, and then there's more pools on Curve that also got kind of like fucked. And then this is when this dude ended up taking it. So it's this weird shit where like he thought his whole project was getting rugged, and it looks like allegedly like this dude ended up just depositing his coins, taking a loan, and then taking the 40 milli right there, right? Mitch liquidating Alabama rugs everyone again with bald. So there's this whole thing too. I talked about this on the Richard Hart versus the SEC.
It's suspect it's SBF that's involved in that, right?
I know it's either someone that works for SBF or it was SBF himself that basically started a. Now this is a tit for tat, and I'll explain this in a minute. But basically, it looks like allegedly SBF or some top brass at Alameda or FTX essentially started a rug token on the layer 2 for base token for the base protocol, which is Coinbase's blockchain. They launched it. It went bananas. Everyone was making money on it. They rugged it, and like there's the low end estimates is $6 to $10 million to up to $100 million. They
Damn,
took
son.
out. Yeah, I'm in the range that they made $30 million on it personally. Then they rugged it again. So let's watch this happen. So what they did is it crashed and then it rebounded a little bit. Then the same people started posting like fake volume for it, like it was going. People were trading it back and forth, sort of like a Luna 2
Yeah,
situation.
like what BNB did when Pulse Chain launched.
And they jacked another $800,000.
Damn, son.
Bruh, yeah. Lead swap scam. I don't know what swap this is, but the guy exploited Roof. Then SEC Richard Hart. We all know that. Crypto Watch sunsetting, a news organization. Woof. XRP ruling questioned.
Yeah, they're gonna take it back.
Then FTX restart confirmed. So he's trying to restart FTX.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, look at all this shit. Now, the most important one, obviously, is this one, SEC Richard Hart. But this is look, XRP question. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's not good. Whether or not I agree with XRP or not, they do not deserve to be delisted.
Now, when you're saying question, you're talking about they're going to get taken back into court.
So
they're looking for a reappeal, right?
Yeah.
They beat the SEC. So this is what. So XRP basically won their case.
Yeah.
Coinbase listed. This is the start of the tit for tat that's happened. Coinbase backed XRP and relisted them. The SEC's like, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Take all your coins off.
And then they hit them back. Boom. You know, as a matter of fact, you now have to delist every token except Bitcoin from Coinbase.
Dude.
That's crazy, right? No, that's the first one. Boom. Then that happens. Oh, is that really? Then Brian and Armstrong said, oh, really, motherfuckers? I'm launching my own layer 2. No token, but my own layer 2 for Coinbase. Really? Then, of course, Gary Gensler's got SBF in the pocket.
Yeah,
Everyone speculated, even me. He fucking made them launch this fucking scam coin on this to ruin the reputation of Base Protocol.
Yep.
Tip, boom, boom, boom. Then on top of that, since they took an L, they need to save face. They need to be okay. We'll attack Richard Hart because I personally thought this whole SEC issue with Richard Hart and the whole Pulse Chain ecosystem should have honestly happened next year. So like, if it was going to happen, it was going to happen next year, or it was going to be dropped.
Well, be glad it happened this year, homie. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so. I mean, it just this always hurts me, but regardless or not, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still like
some people were saying that Richard Hart was flaunting on purpose to try to get the SEC's attention so he could get a lawsuit. That way he can end up beating the freaking SEC and then look like a freaking.
That's a bit, but yeah. But
it
if
from
I look at here,
looking
look,
at
this whole list right here, upside except the lead swap and but most of this list down here is mostly off of just XRP winning the case. And this started this chain reaction for Coinbase getting attacked. So Coinbase, Richard Hart, and everything, all these dominoes fell because of XRP winning the case. Because of XRP, boom, Coinbase relists, boom, they get into this. Then the SEC gets a fight with Coinbase, boom. Then all this shit happens, and the SEC is like, oh shit, we have to like something like we're doing shit. So we hit the Richard Hart community, we hit the Hex community. And then this was such big news that most people weren't, unless you were really deep into yield farming and the whole shit, you wouldn't even fucking understand what's going on with Curve, with the top two right here. Yeah. This is the big one because this is so dangerous. This is why USDC is having trouble right now because, dude, Curve got hit hard. Curve is what keeps these stablecoins at $1.
Damn, son.
So, and on top of it, this is why recently Tether has come out with news and stuff that they have more money. So what Tether does is they hold actual dollars in bank accounts, and they also hold certain bonds or treasuries, right? So they can buy, you can just buy bonds and treasuries and stuff like that. Like you can, I don't know if they can buy mortgage-backed securities, but they can buy treasuries, right? So they can hold treasury-like or like very safe assets, dollar-like assets, short-term T-bills and stuff like that, right? So you can buy U.S. debt and everything like that. So you hold these things, and so apparently they made so much profits and stuff from Tether that Tether's over collateralized right now.
So that's why I was saying, man.
Yeah, it's more safer. Yeah. And then there's stuff with USDC looking a little shaky and stuff. But the thing is, then JP Morgan's back in Circle, and Circle's backed by BlackRock, and there's BlackRock involvement.
The sequence of events that you're showing me, man. The sequence of events that you're showing me almost makes it seem like they're trying to crash the market so they can get the cheapest price prior to the Bitcoin halving, bro.
Yeah. And they've already crashed. Because remember, when the last SEC FUD happened against XRP again, they doubled down on XRP. The prices sort of crashed again. And then BlackRock bought $153,000. I mean, 153,000 Bitcoin.
Yep.
And then they filed the all that shit happened within the week. The SEC hits. Oh no, the market goes down. It's flooded out. Oh no, we're heading back down, you guys. And then they buy 153,000 Bitcoin. Then from there, later that week, then BlackRock announces we're doing a Bitcoin spot ETF. They're trying to get that passed, and then come the myriad of everyone else doing it as well.
Yeah.
So this is all just pretty. The SEC is just. It's all planned.
It's hard to hide shit nowadays, man. Especially with freaking social media, man.
Yeah. Now I've always trusted Tether over it. Me personally, I get I understand. It's really nice to have stables and shit crashes. But at the end of the day, if all stables went down, I'd just be holding ETH and Bitcoin in my. Yeah. At the end of the day, you can lose you can lose dollar value in these coins, but you can hold these coins. Now the people say, "Fuck that! I'll hold my stables." Yeah. But what happens? What would happen? What would you guys do if your USDC and your Tether went to zero?
You're screwed, homie.
Oh, I'm not.
Well, yeah, you're in Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're in Bitcoin, ETH, and fucking Hex.
Yeah.
We're DeFi. I'm actually willing to deal in it. Now, do I use stables? Do I have stables? Of course. But I've been DCing since the bottoms.
Yeah. Friggin' Ivan on tech, man. And I agree with him. He always says this shit, that there's no reason why we should be using freaking stable coins. We should have our shit in ETH and in Bitcoin, bro, if we want to DC into the market. That's probably the safer way to go, man.
Let me tell you, I'm so old in the market. I remember a time when stable coins didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things were better. You know what happened here? Let me just. It would be liquidity just jumped from here. You know how we have? Okay, so you're not doing a bull market. How we get like these phantom season, or we get optimism season, or we get these seasons, right? Or it's GameFi season, or it's L1 season, right? But the L1 season is like everything pumps, and then you end up having like one really pumping because all the money's hitting that are trying to catch the gains, right?
Yeah.
That's how. Before that, what would happen is altcoins pump. So back in 2017. So it'd be Bitcoin would pump, the rest of the market catch up, and then what happened is Bitcoin would stop pumping for a bit, the Bitcoin price would just stay stable, and the alts would just run, and then also stop running, the money would jump back to Bitcoin pump.
You're talking about the times when it was blue token and red token and earth token and
no, that's like 2013, 14 and stuff. I'm talking about when it was like you had stuff like, this is all bad stuff, but like when XRP first came out, Ethereum first came out, like even though Ethereum came out in 2015, when I'm talking about the 2017 bull market, like most of 2017 stables were not really being used. Stables were mostly being used towards the back half of 17, and really 2018 is really where they got solidified. Really, like most people, we were trading we would just hold our savings in Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then we're like, oh fuck, the alts haven't moved for a while, and then we just throw our Ethereum or Bitcoin into alts. Alts would run up. We then just throw them back into Bitcoin Ethereum because we stack more Bitcoin Ethereum, but Bitcoin Ethereum will go back up. And then it would be this game of just the liquidity going like this.
In your opinion, which way would you have it? That way or the current way we have now? I just don't like the weak point that we have in stable.
I would rather have it the old way.
Yeah.
I would have it the old way. Now I'd keep liquidity pools. Like why? Like most of our liquidity pools should be just Ethereum with a stable.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry, Ethereum with a shit coin or Bitcoin with a shit coin. That's how it should be. But this is we allowed stables, and this is what I'm saying is, remember when 2017 when I said this for a very long time. People don't understand what I'm talking. I'm talking about this specific event right here. Is that like crypto got on their hands and knees to suck off the fucking bankers? Please, invest in us. Please allow crypto. Please. And what did we get? A 2x. Bitcoin was like $9,000. All this stuff started passing. I would say, we're going to allow this for credit cards. You can use credit cards to buy crypto. You can do this and stuff. Whoa, we're finally pumping. Yeah. And all we did is Bitcoin got to $20,000. That's it.
Yep.
So it's like from the 300, right, where you had that guy with the humpback and stuff. Like he sold out the crew of Spartans for like one night of sex.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, like that humpback dude
Yeah,
sold the crew out for a night of sex.
Backstab Leonidas.
That's what happened. Now, you can never crack down on like ICOs or fucking pump and dump groups. That's always going to exist because humans, right?
Yep.
And people are always going to do this. Even in the stock market, still this day, there's still probably like bullshit. There's fake companies even on the stock market.
Yeah, the penny stocks. Some of the penny stocks.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But you can't stop. Yeah, it was easier to learn ratio trading without stables back then. Yeah, like that's where I learned how to ratio trade. Was back then and stuff like that, and I still can ratio trade to this day. That's why I still can ratio trade. I did very well for myself when Pulse Chain first launched, or when any of these things launched. You can ratio trade. It just the thing is about learning your pair. What are you going to like? We're going to teach this in the next classes and stuff, but first, like people always try to do all this. No, concentrate on one pair first. Learn. It's the same thing when we talk about YouTube. Learn this one pair really well, and then you can then. But every single two pairs have a different personality. I like using personality because people understand that. Like this one's got a lot more hotter and colder, and some pairs are like really terrible because like There's only one move every couple of years, or one move like a year.
Like Kusama and Dot.
Yeah, Kusama.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah, they were really hot, but what happened is the money kind of left the system. They stopped pumping, and that's what happened. But when there's a lot of money pumping, there's the ratios are going like this. Like during all this crash, like dude, I did really well ratio trading. I ratio traded E-hex into P-hex, and I could just ratio trade back and stuff like that. You know, because Furu Finance is pumping my bags right now. Because he loves posting like his big thing is he wants P-hex to be like 1 P-hex equals 3 E-hex.
Dude, when I see Furu Finance, bro, I picture that dude as one of the characters from The Office, homie. It's just the way I can picture him.
He's a good dude, bro. Furu Finance.
He's cool, man.
I got a friend, my bro. But Furu Finance is a good dude. Westcott's a good dude. Bucks are good guys and stuff like that. You know, Dylan's a good dude. Most people are just they're good dudes. It's just like part of it is attention. The other part is just bored. And then at the end of the day, even like if let's just say as an example, if my strategy ended up making you 50% more, but at the end of the day you still have tens of millions, do you give a fuck?
Yeah.
No one cares. We're just bored at the bottom of the market. Just fucking like at the very least, we have all this action right now. At the very least, but I'm telling you, it's just people bored when the prices are high. Like one day, PulseX will go up and stuff like that. One day, Ethereum.
People love this drama, man.
Yeah,
they
love
this crypto drama. You know what I mean? That's what brings more attention to the market, and that's hence what pumps our bags or dumps our bags.
Yeah, it definitely does, man. So this market's so much more interesting than the last market. Than the 2018-19 bear market was the most boring thing ever.
And right now, compared to the old times, where are we at right now?
Middle 2019.
Middle 2019.
Middle 2019.
And what were the events that occurred in 2019 when you got into it?
Basically, EOS that allegedly tried to kill Ethereum. So they held the longest ICO of all time.
Yeah.
The biggest ICO of the 2017 cycle. I think they got somewhere between 3-6 billion. It's different numbers everywhere, but like let's just I'd say nice middle ground. $5 billion of Ethereum. They collected it in Ethereum. Then what they strategically did is they started dumping it the entire late 2017 to all of 2018. They basically at the time, right? Because stablecoins are like this is the whole thing. This is the one dangerous thing is like. You still are going to get big price down no matter what. Even if you don't have stables, you still get big price down. Yep. It doesn't matter because then people do it. They just go to the exchange and dump it, and the exchange is going to have. This is the one weakness I would say of having no stables. This is the one good case I'd give the stables is that at least you're still holding your money on chain and you're not. So it's kept in the liquidity pools instead of on the dexes. What will happen is everyone's running to the door. They'll start deposit. I'll start moving my Ethereum to the exchange. Then what's going to happen? Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, they have all the Ethereum. They hold it all because everyone's like exiting the door, and then we have to come back into. You see it. That's the only benefit I would say of stables is if we have a solid stable coin, all the money's in liquidity pools, not on.
Yeah.
Not
There's
on
another safety feature.
Yeah. So then what will happen is then the DEXs have to manually, not the DEXs, the centralized exchanges actually have to go to the market and buy them or do OTC deals to get their coins in order to sell you on exchanges instead of just off the bat all the coins are left on the exchanges.
Yeah, so and what you're referring to by OTC deals, you're talking about Grayscale and things of that nature, right?
Grayscales, or there's very large players and stuff. OTCs aren't illegal. But you have to do it with the big party or something. Basically, there has to be a record. I sold this to him. And you're paying taxes on stuff. Yeah, that's the OTC deals, which are basically over the counter deals. So if I'm a big Ethereum whale, right? If I'm a big Ethereum whale and I want to sell $40 million as an example, like I've got a $100 million portfolio of Ethereum, and I want to sell $40 million of Ethereum, then I would contact either Coinbase. That's the legal ways, but there's other ways. There's other ways to Dubai and shit. But like, let's just say I want to do it legally. I contact client services at Coinbase. I tell them, hey, I've got a client because usually it's never the same guy. Usually they have a person that's kind of like calling. Hey, I have a client of mine. He wants to OTC $40 million of Ethereum, blah, 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 this and this and this. They tell you like the prices, this is what it is we can get you here. And then there's going to be, social and everything like that. Okay, done deal. And the reason people do that is because depending at the time of where you are in the market, $40 million or $100 million, if I were to open sell it on the market, I would crash the prices down as I'm selling it. And I would just end up rugging myself out of millions versus like I got a static price and then I'm not hurting the price. Yeah. Up and down. Normally, and then it works both ways because players want to buy tremendously large amounts. They want to buy OTC as well because if they were to buy on the open market, they'd start pumping the price up, right? Which is for everyone else, yay, right? For other people, no. But eventually what happens is enough of these OTC deals happen that people buy up so much supply that the exchanges, hey, I can't sell you that. You actually like I can sell you this. I can sell you $20 million of Ethereum right now. I cannot sell you a couple $100 million. We don't got it like that, or like we don't want to do it. You go buy it from the market.
Yeah.
Fuck, and then they go on multiple exchanges.
And you're talking about the biggest exchanges.
I'm talking about big
there.
exchanges in the world, and then that's on the U.S. side. That's not explaining Binance,
dog.
Binance, and Huobi, and because Huobi's another giant player with China and stuff like that. And then there's a lot of other stuff that's going on. Singapore does a lot of shit, and Dubai. So right now it's Coinbase, Huobi, the China Lite, and major China player, and then you have all these smaller OTC desks that are in Singapore that I can't name because I couldn't pronounce them. And then you have Dubai, which is a lot of OTC things, and they got their own exchanges, but it's all kind of like there's no it's all good luck tracking that. You could track it on chain, but you couldn't tell where it's at. So that's kind of what's going on there, basically.
That's some in detail alpha as to how freaking OTCs are running, dog.
Yeah, it's a lucrative business doing them stuff like you set up, let's just say on a because I've heard of a deal recently that just happened. Like someone just bought about like $158 million of BTC, and normally it's a 1 to 2.5% fee on that. That's an OTC deal, like on that scale, and that's what they charge and stuff. As like, hey, we're doing you this. This is what it is. We lock you in at this price, transfer cash, and then the middleman or the facilitator charges like one's really low, but like 1 to like 2.5% on that whole deal. So someone doing that is like, Jesus Christ, I'm making like.
Now people are probably wondering in the chat, man, how are you getting this information? Where are you tracking?
I have no idea.
I mean, how do you do it? What's your order of doing things when you do your analysis and you get all this information?
Now all that OTC deal stuff and all that is just from me being in the market for so long. You just hear stuff, friends.
I'm not referencing that. I'm talking about this recent transaction of 150 million. You mentioned.
It's just I'm in part of a lot of chat groups, and there's people asking around and stuff like that. But it's just see words on the street. Same thing. You get entrenched in the market long enough, you just get around.
Yeah,
that's it. It's like
back in the day, man. Larry Livingston and all those people, man.
Yeah, get steroids. Like watch this. If you don't know anything, right? Yeah. You're brand new to the gym. Go get steroids. Where do I go and stuff? It's the same thing. It's the same sort of thing. Or like, where do I get the best deal? Like, where do I do this?
Yeah.
Like the thing is like you can get to this part where you're like intermediate, but then there's this. You have to be once you're in a thing for a long enough time. You make connections. You have friends. You have this, and it's not just you. It's like this random friend has this connect, and he just tells you something like, oh yeah, I've heard this. This is what happens normally. You hear things over time. Not that you act on stuff, but you hear things. Like, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah. And that's it. I mean, because like I can't facilitate a fucking $158 million BTC deal.
Would be nice, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't do it. Fuck you. You take my Bitcoin. But I mean, I understand why OTC deals are important, because sometimes like if you need flash cash, I understand that. Like it's like oh shit, I got something really bad. I got something coming up. I need 20 milli. Then okay. Got it.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah, and then you pay how a lot of these, like most people would understand, this is like the same sort of thing. It's a lot more complex, but it's like when you get paid a lot of money on PayPal or on these things, and they have this fee. Hey, you get your money in 3 days, or
$1.67,
and then you get it right away. And you're like,
$1.67.
Instantly.
Do that a million times, and before you know it, you got a shitload of cash.
The patient get all the JG Wentworth.
Hey, your brother JG Wentworth, homie.
877 cash now.
Last time I heard that is when AOC needs to get an apartment in DC, dog.
So Kyle, any more super chats?
Yeah, let me power through them real quick. We got Tom C with the $10 super chat. If you have to power rank Pulse, Hex, and Hedron, what would your lineup be and why?
Fuck.
Repeat that one more time, homie.
If you have to power rank Pulse, Hex, and Hedron, what would your lineup be and why?
It'd be a battle between PLS and Hex for first place, homie.
Go for it, man.
I'm saying. Look, man, Hex is supposed to be Bitcoin, PLS is supposed to be Ethereum, so hence Hex will probably be the more stable one. And then Hedron is not necessarily a shit coin, bro, but it is a more volatile coin from that ecosystem. So I would do it in that order: Hex, PLS, and Hedron for the long run, not immediately. In the immediate time frame, PLS will probably pump harder.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm probably with you on that. I mean, yeah, it'd be like, oh, it's just so tough. But yeah, it's Hex, Pulse Chain, Hedron.
Yeah.
And there's no diss on Hedron. It's just like you got.
I would put PulseX before Hedron, though.
Before Hedron?
Yeah, ahead of Hedron. Yeah, I would do Hex, PLS, Pulse X, then Hedron.
I would only do that because of just position sizing. But like in terms of just starting off today, yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah, I feel you on that. That's no diss against like Hedron or nothing like that, of course.
Okay, then we got George with the J with the $2. Does Pulse recover from here? I hope not. I want more.
I hope not. You're like, I hope not. It goes to 0. I can buy all of it now.
Yeah, all of it.
Have fun, buddy.
Hell of money. Any more, Kyle?
Yeah, we got DCG with the $14.99 Australian. A lot of Spooky Swap and Beats farms are being retired. ETH, BNB, Matic to FTM pairs, etc. Is it still safe to yield farm there? What pairs would you recommend on those platforms, or just hold?
I'm holding mostly tokens. I am yield farming a little bit. I still use Beats, obviously. I'm not yield farming Liquid Driver, but I am slowly accumulating Liquid Driver. I've always been an accumulator of Boo. Boo's actually been doing a lot of tweets out lately and stuff. They're about to do something big. I think they're going to launch either another set of Magic Cats.
Yeah.
Or I think that's the reason they've been letting all the pools go, because they want to like boom, new pools.
Yeah.
I like Boo. I like Boo single-sided, homie.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, right now I think I'm earning 35%. It was higher at 75, but it dropped down.
Yeah.
But it was. I think you're still earning 35 single-side staking, no risk other than price volatility, of course, right? But no impermanent loss. Boo beats Battlestar Galactica. No. But Boo beats FTM itself, and I don't think FTM's rugged, bro. It's fine. It's gonna make it. Now it's gonna just like Hex. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be slow.
But
yeah,
I'm not in it for the short term game. I'm in it for the fucking.
I sold
win.
some of my Phantom to try to get lower, man.
Son of a fucking bitch.
I want to get it.
Fist just comes.
I want to get it at 19 cents, homie.
That'd be nice.
I was trying to get 18. If I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you already. Like,
Trying to get him legal.
Yeah. Zerka's like, I'm gonna fuck teenagers. Zerka said that, not me.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote.
All right, and then we got the man, the myth, the legend, Glenn Lawrence with the $5. Let's start the trend coin.
Yeah, you should launch it, homie.
Yeah, that's hella funny.
I want you to launch it,
I'm
bro.
gonna be front running now.
With your face on it.
Yeah,
or you flexing, I'm
just
saying?
me flexing up, just double
It's
bicep.
it's just one bottle in the back.
Just off double bicep.
But yeah, that should. One last thing. So hey, you guys, share my screen for 1 second, you guys. Crypto Mindset Meetup, Las Vegas Meetup is in 2023 is here, you guys. It's this weekend. It literally starts Saturday. This Saturday, you guys. I would say the 5th. Yeah, Saturday the 5th and Sunday the 6th. And for any of you crazy degenerates, on the 7th as well, we're going to have a nice meetup at a cigar lounge and stuff like that. So we're doing events. Literally got stuff planned for the entire thing. Pool party, the Pulse Chain premiere here in Las Vegas on that Saturday at the Red Rock Casino. We got some events in the nighttime pretending to be innocent. Then the next day, we got the main party itself actually on Sunday at 7 p.m. and stuff, doors open and stuff, all the locations and stuff. The minute you buy a ticket, you instantly get into a private Telegram group. All the directions and stuff are in there. We've all the itineraries. So any of you guys who need to know stuff, or it's in there. We've closed out purchases of hotel rooms, so you'd have to book a hotel room yourself now. We've sold. So we had all these discounted hotel rooms, completely sold out now. And yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's pretty cheap to get to Vegas. Now, it is last minute, you guys. I mean, you guys have had over a month plus to get into this. So any stragglers that want to come in, it's going to be a great event. Boogie's here, Kyle's here. I've got Donovan Sharp coming through. Rolo's coming through a little bit later and stuff. He's doing some personal things. And we got a lot of other cool people that are going to be at the event and stuff. Possibly Crypto Sloth is coming through.
Good, man.
I bullied him into flying down and stuff. So Crypto Sloth's going to be there. We got the whole Hedron family in here. Hulkamania going wild and stuff like that. And yeah, I think. But yeah, we're doing the event here. We're going to have a film crew for the entire event. It's going to be recorded. Don't worry, we'll protect the innocent. But a film crew. It's going to be really great time. Great way to network. I'm going to help a lot of guys start channels if they want to start it, as well as ask me any question about your portfolio. I mean, anything you want. Like. There's stuff I can't answer on YouTube, but I can answer in person.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah,
man.
make sure you guys join, man. This shit's gonna be freaking lit.
Yeah. But come through, man. Shit. Just do a degenerate thing. Just come to the party, man. But with that, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back, I will say, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We might do a stream on Saturday live from the pool, but we're gonna see if we can actually pull it off, basically, because
that's gonna be a difficult one, man.
That's gonna be a difficult one. I might just have it pre-recorded and then launch it later on and stuff like that. But it's gonna be a great time. yeah, man. So check you guys in a bit, man. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Crypto Boogie. Go follow Crypto Boogie on YouTube. His YouTube is pinned both in the comment section as well as in the description
follow me on
box.
Twitter too, monkeys.
Yeah, everything's in the description box right now. Go follow Kyle as well, man.
Yes, sir.
And catch you later, man. Peace.
Peace.
Cut me off.